Hey, folks, Scott with Archery Unhinged. We got Jay Bird sitting over here to my left, and Bridger Deaton is back in the house.
Yes, sir.
So it's been a crazy. You've been busy. That's why we haven't seen you in
Yeah.
2
Like,
weeks.
well, dude, I'm the only one really
Yeah.
turning wrenches at the shop. I mean, the last couple hours of the day, sometimes Bo and Juan will come in and give me a hand with stuff, but for the
Pretty
most
much
part,
you.
it's just me.
Yeah. So it's been crazy. It's I know a lot of the dealers and from the manufacturer, from us, the manufacturer, it's been a really lackluster recovery for archery. We've actually seen it not be as busy, new bow sales, new everything else. So it's kind of weird. But the service work, and this is where you're probably so busy, the service work is insane right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of, hey, can you tune my bow, or I'm pulling my bow back out, or,
Yeah.
type of stuff. Bryce is busier than shit with strings.
Yeah.
Seems
That's what I'm
like
saying.
Every other dude I have come into the store, we end up having to have Bryce build a new set of strings.
Yeah. So it's been crazy. I know the string companies, and I've talked to a lot of them. They're some of them do about 10 weeks right now for strings because everybody is fixing all of their old stuff.
Yeah, I've heard anywhere from 6 to 12 weeks.
Yeah, that's
for like a lot of the major manufacturers.
Yeah, and what's kind of weird because bow sales I think are down. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm pretty sure the new bow sales are not where they're supposed to be right now. Not a lot of people, and I think it's an uncertain economy. We're still getting through this whole Trump transition era and the tariffs and all that, and people are holding on to their dollars right now.
Yeah.
And
From what we've seen, it's mostly just like a lot of the companies that have, parts that they source from overseas, as far as like the tariff stuff goes. Like that's changing a lot of timelines for a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So it's been a weird year. So with service work as high as it is, I know you're working almost nonstop tuning, fixing, building. Yeah.
Lots of arrows, lots of retunes.
Well,
there are still enough guys coming in buying new bows, but it's definitely not like before. We were talking a little bit before we started, like, every dude that came into the store was, coming in to buy at least some type of new equipment, new rest, new sight, new bow, new whatever. But now it's like, hey, what do I need to get this thing back up and running?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So and it's kind of crazy because a lot of the new bow sales, being as flat as they are, there's a lot of big major retailers got a lot of inventory on the shelf right now. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how they get through that. I think you can pretty much, if you're a prospective customer, you can probably walk into any shop and get a good deal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
There's like people now, especially once new bow releases start happening. We don't know exactly when the Darton one is, but I know Prime usually comes out sometime in October, November. Yeah. Matthews is usually right at the beginning of November. Hoyt's always like mid-October time frame. Yeah. Like when guys have a lot of inventory left from, this year being 26 bows coming out, like their 25 inventory, a lot of times they're knocking a little bit off to try and clean house before they start getting a bunch of new orders in.
Absolutely.
So hell yeah, it's a good time you could save, $100 to $300 on a brand new bow, still get the lifetime warranty and everything out of it because you're buying brand new.
Right.
Just, since once the new releases come out, whatever company that is, a lot of times that bow shop will have had, that bow for over a year once they start receiving new ones anyways. So yeah, it's a good way for them to get rid of bows and a good way for customers to, if not, you're still paying over $1,000 for a brand new bow, but you can essentially get like half or 3/4 of your sight for free, or like your rest and half your sight, or, a really good dozen arrows, depending on what type of arrows you're going for. Like you can get something like that for free, $100 to $300.
So interesting, probably a good topic to talk about a little bit right now is every year, because I go through this now representing the manufacturer, have we hit the ceiling on pricing, in your opinion? Are we getting close?
God, I fucking hope so.
Yeah.
You keep going higher and higher and higher.
Yeah. I feel like Darton is where it should be. Like it should be $1,200 for an aluminum risered bow, $1,200 or $1,300 for an aluminum riser. And I think Darton has one of the most complex riser cutouts of anybody in the industry. So you guys can't be just like skimping it on machine cost.
Machine time.
So like to me, it seems like if you guys are able to cut that bow and be able to give the margins that we're, shops are able to get with it, like there's no reason that everybody shouldn't be in that. Yeah. Like, if not, if you want to say that that's the bottom end, like 12 to 1500 should be the top.
Well, you know what's crazy? Man, I don't know how much we can get into this, but we are called Archery Unhinged. So maybe we push this envelope. I might get in trouble. But, you mentioned about margins. There's no secret. The company I work for, Darton, is trying to really reset the table for the dealers, trying to put more money in their pockets, and we aggressively do that. But it's shocking how many dealers don't care.
Well, dude,
and I'm talking from bows to arrows to stabilizers, the three big three that we carry. It's shocking to me that they will.
It's about optics and brands and whoever wants what.
And what's crazy, and it leads me to believe, as a guy that came out of another sector in the defense sector, working with aerospace, man, cash is king. Money is it. We're always trying to drive the best deal we can to increase our profitability, which leads me to believe that we've got a lot of people that are in archery shops that happen to be really good bow hunters that may or may not be independently wealthy, that they start an archery shop because it's the en vogue thing to do, and they really are just not good. And I say this as nice as I can, but they're not good business people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you spend money on your hobbies differently than you spend money on what you do professionally. True. I mean, to me, the same subject, I guess, but like different approach to it. Like to me, until I started selling Darton bows with you, like I viewed the bows that we carried in the store as the attraction to get people to buy all the bolt-on shit. Right. Because that's the only thing you make fucking money on.
It's a loss leader. Yeah.
Like, if you make a couple $100 on it, that's great. But the guy that comes in and like buys the bow only and then transfers all of his stuff, like
you make nothing.
It's not. Yeah, it's nice to get the cash. Yeah. It's nice to have the cash and the liquidity. But dude, you made $250 on 3 hours of work.
Yeah. Right.
Like you're not getting paid all that much for how much money you're getting them to spend.
Right.
So like having I'll talk about it, but like Darton having the margins that they do.
Yeah.
So we can make a little bit of money on the bow. So in the event that I have a guy come in that, just wants to transfer his equipment because he's got high-end accessories because he buys a bow once every 5 years and just buys his equipment in between, so he's not dropping, $2,500 to $3,500 at once.
Right.
Like that guy's always a tough squeeze. But now it's like, you still make however many, you still make 40 points, making the same points as what you're making on your QAD rest, on your on your spot hog sight, shit like that.
Well, yeah, and one thing people got to understand too is make sure to support your local dealers. I mean, those guys they're working their tail off to keep you guys shooting.
Can confirm,
and it's hard because even like Lancaster, a lot of people. Says Lancaster is a competitor to the dealers, and they are to a degree. But one thing that always surprised me is a dealer will sell that product that Lancaster sells at the exact same price, and then the expectation is the dealer makes whatever he makes on it, but he's got to install it for free.
Yeah,
you go buy that rest from Lancaster, you got to now put it on yourself, or take it to a shop and have them put it on, which they're going to charge you something for it. They should. So. If I'm going to match Lancaster's pricing on the shelf versus what they have on the internet,
you have to mark it up.
You theoretically, you can't almost not afford to charge for the setup fee, even though we don't do that. Most shops
that's
don't.
In all reality, in a good pro shop, the only thing that's actually worth spending money on is like the knowledge of the guy.
6 inches between his ears.
Yeah. Like that's what you're spending money on when you go into a local pro shop.
Yeah.
Like that's the only thing that's actually worth money. I mean, like we match pricing at HQ with Lancaster. So I tell a guy like, hey man, you're saving on shipping and depending on what else you buy, like if a guy sets up or buys a whole new bow setup, like I'm not going to charge him to bolt everything to the bow.
Right.
But if he's like, oh, I bought this over here and I got this over there, like there's going to be a fee to install it.
Right.
And usually like I do a good enough job at educating, the customer while I'm working with them that I make sure they know that they're getting what they're paying for.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd probably charge them $1 a bolt.
So going back to what we talked about a second ago, I mean, the pricing, because every year We've seen bow prices escalate. Hell, when I had the shop for 7 years, I remember when the Halon was, I think it was $8.99.
I was going to say it was right at a grand.
Right at a grand. Yeah, with tax, right at a grand. But I'm pretty sure they were $8.99 MSRP. Now we're looking at the same bow from Matthews, what, 10
Lift
years,
X
let's say
is
9 years later is
about 1,600.
1,500.
Yeah.
Well, Matthews actually came down $100 this year.
So they're like
the
1,400.
The Lift
sorry,
X was
13.
$100 cheaper
Than
mat
the
pricing
Lift?
than what the Lift. The Lift X was cheaper than the Lift.
Yeah.
Because they want you to spend that money on the limbs
I was
getting
going to say, bro,
reshipped.
Yeah. No, but seriously, I mean, you're looking at now aluminum prices of bows are going to sit in between, let's say, 1,400 and 1,600
Yeah.
for the most
yeah.
part. We don't know where they're going to end up this year. They could end up at 17. You don't know.
Well, the crazy thing is everything is coming back down from COVID pandemic prices, all the hike in material prices, but they're leaving the prices for the product at the same as if it was COVID prices,
Right.
which is pretty shitty.
Yeah, and you'll
looking at-
hear manufacturers combat that with, the rising cost of employees, the rising cost of
Inflation.
material, the inflation. I mean, I've heard it all.
Yeah.
I probably would respect the next manufacturer comes out. Look, dude, we just got to make more money.
Yeah.
I mean, just be honest.
It's still cheaper
We
than
just need to make more money.
it's cheaper
at
than
the end
shooting
of
a
the day.
rifle.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, it's a weird dynamic because I think that maybe the timing of the bow sales falling flat this year, the amount of innovation that does come out is somewhat hitting a peak, but yet you had Prime last year, make the hybrid carbon / aluminum bow, which was kind of cool.
I mean, that
was
is-
cool.
At the store, that's like my favorite bow to try and sell to people.
Yeah,
Because it actually looks different.
yeah,
And in all reality, it's not really that much of a new idea. Like I tell everybody, dude, if I strip the first handful of layers of carbon off of this Eon, like it's gonna look the same.
yeah, exactly.
It's got 3 aluminum blocks in it,
Right,
like
exactly.
every carbon bow does.
Yeah. So yeah,
So the
it's-
modular part of it is
Right.
what's cool to me.
But how much more can you do with the cam? Most of the stuff that we're seeing now come out is they're tuning related,
Yeah.
changes that are or upgrades. But overall, Prime was the only one that really came out with quote unquote what I would call a new, more robust riser. And you got the new X Lite magnesium stuff that's out now.
Yeah.
That seems that everybody's using. Man, I just can't get used to the feel of that bow.
The only like big company that's using it is Bowtech.
Bowtech and
a lot of the boutique
Expedition.
Well, yeah, but I would
and now
consider
Truth.
I would consider Expedition and Truth to be a boutique.
Agreed.
They're not
one
a
of the big
major.
five.
They're
Yeah.
not a major manufacturer.
Right. Agreed.
Not like throwing shade on their belts, like
No,
at
no,
all
no.
whatsoever. They're just
They're like the Notre Dame of the college world.
yeah, they're not really a part of anything. I mean, it's like your small European, like a Saab.
Yeah.
Probably a really good vehicle, but you're not going to fucking find it here in the States.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, so yeah, anyways, it's just, I don't know when we're going to hit that peak. I don't know because carbon is another one. I mean, you look at the Hoyts.
Dude,
There's a crazy rumor out there. They're talking
2,200 bucks.
I'm hearing 2,350.
Well, like right now,
2,399.
right now they're over $2,000.
They're well over $2,000.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Now I'll give them credit.
rich.
That is
I'm rich,
100.
bitch.
That is a 100% carbon
And-
riser
Yeah.
with no.
I didn't get a
No,
carbon
there's
bow.
aluminum chunks in it.
There
There
is, but they got rid of the caps that go over
Yeah,
the ends and stuff.
yeah.
It's all
It's
integrated.
a pretty legit
fully, yeah. I mean, I think it's a great bow. Like
do
we actually brought in a couple. I brought a used RX-7 and an RX-8, which is the 7 was the first series they did of the fully wrapped carbon.
Yeah.
But again, same thing. You strip a couple layers off, like
You're
in
gonna find
comparison to the
some metal.
Prime.
There's aluminum.
Like there's still you have to have something to bolt the pockets too,
Correct.
or to bolt the pocket.
Yeah, they don't hold
too.
threads.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, that said, like, dude, it's a cool bow, but you talk saying that the biggest changes we've seen, and I would say like probably the last 5 years is, there's probably true for this, but the biggest change we see in bow manufacturing is like customer tunability
Yeah.
and tuning features, and Hoyt is probably for as good of a bow as they build, like they're the worst in the industry. There is
100%.
absolutely nothing
There's
you
nothing.
can. That
Shim.
if you don't have a bow press, the only thing you can do to tune that bow is move the rest.
That's it.
That is the one and only
Period.
thing that you can do to that bow.
Yeah.
Which for
And
the
with-
most expensive bow on the market is fucking crazy.
Well, and with that, if you do have a press, the only thing you can do is shift shims around.
Yeah.
That's it.
Move shims and reprofile the limbs.
And that is it. And to your point, that's why I'm kind of worried. I always said that Hoyt's probably going to have to jump on the tunability bandwagon.
I mean,
but
I
then
would
you know
hope
what?
so, man.
But here's what sucks. I think I said this on the last podcast. Then you're going to have all the naysayers, the negative Nancy's going to come out and go, well, you just copying Bowtech, you just copying Darton, you just copying
Dude,
Matthews.
at this point,
Yeah,
in the
everybody's
game,
copying it.
Everybody's got it.
At this point, I mean, how new of a technology can we come up with? It's
There's not.
I
I
mean,
mean, I'm
dude,
telling you, I think it's tapped out. For the most part.
other than a Bluetooth bow that shoots itself.
I mean, a Hoyt has a fucking Dart. Hoyt and Elite have Darton cams.
Yeah.
Fucking Dart or Bear just came out with their limb tuning deal, which is instead of the front of the pocket pushing down on the limb, it's the back of the pocket pushing up on the
Pushing
limb.
up on the
It's,
limb,
it's
yeah.
the same fucking
at
thing.
the rocker.
I heard you get a free dozen gold tip barrels with the purchase of a Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, rabbit hole sidebar. I have an opinion. I want to hear your guys's. Escalade Sports, which owns Bear, bought Gold Tip and Bee Stinger. Does that help them or bury them?
I mean, I hope it's as good as what, I didn't listen to the podcast, but the one that I can't remember the gentleman's name, but the CEO dude did a podcast with Greg on Bow Junkie, and he had nothing but good things to say, wanting to bring stuff back to the States, innovate and everything. And Tim Gillingham, in the couple social media posts I'd seen him make, like he kind of feels the same way. My experience with that is when I had joined with Carbon Express and we were developing the Tank Series arrows.
Right.
Like after the Faradyne acquisition, like everything was fucking awesome for 9 to 12 months.
Right.
And then it's like whoever with Faradyne was working with the people at Carbon Express, like finished taking their notes and we're like, okay, cool. We got this from here. See you later. Bye.
Yeah.
And literally one human being that worked at Carbon Express when it was under the Eastman brothers is still working at Faradyne.
Right.
Like, and all
We'll
like,
see what happens.
so my experience with the same sort of type of acquisition. Now, granted, like Faradyne was a different, and like not to throw shade at Faradyne, the people I worked with there were pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's just their way of doing business was much different than how, we were doing it at the time and the type of business we were doing. And like maybe the dude, so like they were a conglomerate. They, Rage, Muzzy, Nocturnal, all, they were making money.
Right.
Like, and no shade at them at all. But like watching that happen and we were coming out with new arrows and doing all this stuff and it just like evaporated.
Yeah.
And, I worry about that happening with
Well,
the same.
you're talking about a
with
huge
Bear.
company that you can get lost in the translation in a real
Yeah.
quick hurry. I don't know if people know this, but Escalade, they're $1 billion company.
Yeah.
They're worth the B word.
Yeah.
But
I mean, at least them being under Bear, like they don't make everything here. I know they bring a lot of stuff over on a boat.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like they do make some stuff here as an American company.
Right.
So like, you hope that positive side of it, is kind of pushed forward with Gold Tip.
I think the pink elephant in the room though with Bear is that you look at the Bear brands. You got Bear, Trophy Ridge,
True Glow.
True Glow.
it's a different clientele base.
That clientele base is let's be honest, it is a discounted big
It's an
box
entry-level.
store, entry level type of equipment.
and like not to throw shade.
And
at
I'm not
those
saying it to be
people.
mean, no.
It's not in a bad way.
No.
Like if it gets you involved in the sport,
Go for
like
it.
that is fucking awesome. Like nobody expects everybody on the mountain during rifle season to have a fucking Weatherby or like a $7,000 custom rifle.
Right,
Like
right.
you can get away with buying a Winchester Model 70 for a handful of $100.
I'll take a Savage
and throwing
Axis.
and throwing a fucking Vortex Diamondback scope on the back of it and go kill something at 600 yards.
Yeah, all day.
Like you don't have to have something crazy expensive, and the same goes for archery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think, the Nate Illingsworth dude on Instagram, the guy that was fat and is still fat, but still does the elk hunting stuff. He's pretty funny. But he had made a post like, "This is my," I think it was a Elite. What's the Exalt? They're 35.
Yeah.
And he's like, "This bow's fucking awesome. Shoots whatever." And he's like, "This is a $750 Bear Bowtech Blackout whatever package bow from
Bass
Pro.
Pro.
Bass Pro.
Yeah.
Like They're both good bows. If this is what gets you involved and gets you out in the woods, like that's fucking great. But there is another level to the equipment out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
That last
100%.
10% is you got to spend a lot of fucking money to get that last 10% of, last 10% of performance.
When I got into archery in 2009, I remember going and cruising the woods with my friends, and they had what was out in 2009? A switchback,
Yep.
Matthews switchback or a Z7, I think, a PSC. So these guys had these badass bows. I had a Browning Spectra.
Yeah.
With a capture rest on it,
Dude,
and a 3-pin sight that I had taken nail polish and made an orange circle on it.
What
you know what? I still
what did
killed
you
a deer.
shoot that water buffalo with?
Diamond.
No, it was a
Bowtech.
Bowtech Tomcat.
Tomcat.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
that was like their ready to hunt package bow at the time, right?
Yeah, I bought that on Facebook Marketplace for $250.
Yeah. Like I told guys that come in, like, on the same subject of us having a bunch of dudes coming in to repair their old stuff. I tell dudes all the time, like, yeah, man, bows have changed a fucking lot the last 20 years. Like 20 years ago, we were saying, what are we going to do? But 20 years later, it's like a lot of shit's changed.
Oh, yeah.
Deer ain't fucking changed very much.
No.
Like-
No. So, anyways, yeah, at the end of the day, the gold tip thing, I don't know. I don't think we'll ever see them back in their glory times of owning like the tour level events.
I hope
they were the top of the.
Oh yeah,
top
dude.
Of the,
Dude, I shot a bee
creme
stinger
de la
bar
creme.
I shot bee stinger bars and
Me
gold
too,
tip
for
areas for
years.
10 years.
10, 15 years. Yeah, exactly. So we'll see what happens. But back to the pricing. So we kind of talked a little bit about have we reached the pinnacle of pricing? I think this year is going to be pivotal because of the economy we're sitting in. We're going to find out if the consumer is going to be willing to pay what these manufacturers are putting out, I think. And I think this is going to be a pivot, like I said, the year that we kind of figure
What's
that out.
what's the chance that we see instead of, it could be pivotal, but like just more of a shift in the manufacturer side of taking their eyeballs off of their premier flagship series, what we call now, like their premier model bows, and shifting it to their mid-range
mid-points.
bows.
Yeah.
Like Darton has the Consequence. What's that new Bowtech one, the Ascend?
Yeah, dude, I heard that bow's good.
Yeah,
Didn't
but
Tate just kill an elk
I think
with it?
Tate killed his elk with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like bows like that, bows like the Hunter 33 that Elite has, or I guess more so they're like terrain bow.
The terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, a lot of people,
Are we going to see a big shift to that
We could.
from a manufacturer standpoint?
dude, a lot of people are using those bows for target too.
Oh yeah,
A lot of people are getting into that whole hunting bow for target.
yeah.
So
Well, heck, we did.
Dude, half
Our top seller was a Sequel 35 this year for Target.
I bet you more than half of the sequels, all of the sequels that I've sold,
Well,
like other than the 31
Hybrid Target bows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, it'd be like a bow hunter style
Well-
3D setup for a dude, or like a 33 or 33, some 35s for women.
Yeah.
Just because it's fast.
Like I said, it killed our Target bow sales this year.
Oh yeah,
Our sales of our Exodus and Departures were extremely hurt by the success of the Sequel 35.
why'd you make such a good bow?
Yeah, no kidding.
own
Well,
fault.
that bow was good. It was really good. I still love it. I'm anxious to see what we come out with that we hear is going to be better. That blows my mind to even think that, because that 35 was that good.
yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But anyways, yeah, I think we'll find out. Good food for thought, good conversation starter. The pricing, I think this year is going to be a big deal. We'll find out what the dealers can stomach, what the market's going to stomach, because I know the manufacturers are going to push the limits on that. Nothing's getting cheaper. It's funny. Another sidebar real quick, but this guy had posted, this is hilarious. My feed got inundated with bass boats. Do you know the average price of a bass boat right now rigged out is like $85,000?
I was gonna say, like, what is it, 90 grand?
There are some that are 130, 140.
Dude, that's
Bro, Ranger have been that expensive for 20 fucking years.
It makes no sense to
I'm
me.
going to
that-
date myself, but that used to be like a center console,
Yeah.
35-foot, like offshore boat.
Yeah, like a Hatteras. I remember when they were $100,000, we thought it was a big deal.
Go
Now they're
back to my
$1 million.
favorite one, a Scarab.
Yeah,
Scarab used to be 125 for like a 32-foot.
yeah.
Now you're playing
That's
that
now
for
a 21-foot bass boat.
Yeah.
Rigged out. But no, and this guy, it was funny
bass.
because this guy from a dealership, and I can't remember who it was, but he was hilarious. Because online, it does a infomercial kind of thing where, look, you can't stomach the pricing, man. Get off the porch. Get off the porch with the big dogs. It was kind of funny. If you can't afford it, quit crying and whining about it.
That is some of it, but holy fuck. Hey, Like at least from an archery standpoint, like aren't you going to start pricing your clientele out?
Well, you say that, and so we'll talk about. We're talking about money now. I just got back from a guided elk trip with a guy that paid $17,000 for an elk tag.
For a tag, yeah.
Yeah.
An elk tag.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I know people are no strangers to
a 10-day hunt, dude. I mean, you do the math. That's almost $1,000 a day on a 10-day hunt to go kill. Now, granted, you can kill a world-class animal, but then of all things, it was the worst hunting of these two units we've had in I don't know how many decades.
Oh, dude,
it was extremely tough.
I know we had a customer that called and told me about his hunt. I mean, you know him, but so I won't say who it is. But like he called and he stayed like an extra week off, just like an extra 7 days of hunting just off per diem, which is like, I mean, I can't imagine what that is per day, keeping your guide out there in a wall tent. Like, and he did that for an extra week. So I know people aren't fucking afraid of spending money.
No, and that's the crazy thing because we always say that. I remember when tags for that same type of a unit were $10,000, and we thought there's no way anybody's going to pay 10.
Yeah,
and then now you're sitting now 17 to 20 for those tags, and I mean, I think they're going to keep going up until everybody says no, and you got a bunch of landowners stuck with tags, and they're going to be dumping them as fast as they can. But we'll see. But yeah, it's going to be weird because technology wise, I just don't. We say this every year. Is there anything left you can do? Now, who knows? But
I mean, they didn't have podcasts 10 years ago about archery, but they were probably everybody drinking beer after the shop closed. We're talking about the same shit. Like, what are we going to do with bows in 10 years? These things are so expensive. They're $1,000 now.
Yeah,
like exactly. We were all talking the same shit 10 years ago.
So true.
Just a different situation. So like,
true.
Like times change with. When times change.
And talking about that, the pricing and everything is coming up. It's kind of weird. My mother-in-law works for Walmart. We were talking last night. They've already got Christmas stuff out.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh shit, dude. Yeah, I went in there the other day.
They put it out this past weekend.
People in my neighborhood have their lights on already.
The one in Bernie shit was out like 2 weeks ago. I went in there looking for some Blackstone shit. And like I walked into the home and garden area where they normally have all that stuff, and it was all Christmas shit.
I think all that stuff makes time go by faster. I mean, think about it. We're 3 months away from Christmas, and we're already marketing it today.
I think just being old makes time go by faster.
Whatever. We're just getting old.
My days go by fast as shit now.
Probably right, but man, it's just crazy. I couldn't believe that.
And I'm gonna say it's age. 2, you're not in a corporate job anymore where you're sitting there just antsy
watching
for it to be 5 o'clock and then waiting for the weekend. Because when I was in the Army, dude, Monday would be eternal. Tuesday was long. By Wednesday, it would start going, and then Friday would come around, and you're like, "All right,
let's go to
party
the bar."
time."
Yeah,
yeah.
No, I hear you. So
yeah.
Switching gears a little bit, you just got back from Worlds.
Yeah.
How was that?
There's a lot of Target stuff that we haven't talked about since the last time. So we had the Able Body Worlds.
Yeah.
That was really cool. The people that were expected to win didn't win.
Yeah.
You had Nico from France that won the men's compound. What's her name? Becerra from Mexico. She won the women's. Yeah.
She's a hammer. I expected that personally.
Well, there's a really good chance you're going to get to see her shoot in person here at the end of the month.
Yeah, at the end of the month.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she's going to be in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
At that Calaveras tournament.
Yeah, dude, she's been on fucking fire all year, man.
The woman's got like ice in her veins.
Yeah.
Like literally
just
no motion.
Rock solid.
Just rock solid.
Yeah. On our side, it was a good tournament. It was a really, really cool tournament. The city was awesome. Me, I talk about Korea like it was my child. I just loved being back there. Best $200 I spent this year was on that Korean school.
Yeah.
Dude, for some reason, everybody on the team had me as a tour guide, and I'm sitting there speaking like the most broken Korean, and everybody understood. And that was sober. So once I got a couple drinks in me, it became fluent.
Yeah. There you go.
To you, it sounded fluent.
Oh, yeah. To me, I was teaching them.
Right.
But no, it's different. You get a chance to go back from the last time you were there. It's completely westernized. It's different, dude. Really? It is different. People speak in like half English, half Korean. But it's super cool.
Yeah, that's a great country. I love that country.
I had my gold medal from Paris with me because it was the last stop on the tour before I put it away for good.
Yeah.
I pulled it out at the airport to show the flight attendants, and all the Korean helpers were there. You would have thought that Tom Cruise had just shown up.
Yeah.
They were just swarming me like
Yeah.
if I was a celebrity. I was like, okay, so archery's really big.
Archery's huge
And then,
in Korea.
yeah.
It's their national pastime.
Come to find out, those archers like Kim Woo-jin, Kibo Bay, and all them,
Yeah.
they're celebrities.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
They're
That's like
celebrities.
their
they're
national sport.
They're national treasures. Those shooters are.
Right.
But anyway, the
You know what's
tournament.
surprising? Even able-bodied, Korea didn't show out as much as I thought they would.
No, the biggest surprise was again Kim Woo-jin, the triple gold medalist from Paris, went
Right.
out in the 1/8
Right.
Yeah,
or
he
the
went out
1/16.
early.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
They-
that's match play, bro.
exactly.
don't they have a new coach too?
No, I don't think so.
No. Okay.
One of their coaches passed away,
Okay.
but they don't have a new coach. I'll tell you who did show up, at least on our side, when actually on the able-bodied too, India.
India,
Yeah, dude, they've
India's on
put
fire.
some shit together.
Dude,
But
the
who?
last
They got
5 years.
Sergio coaching them now?
Yeah,
They've got
well,
Sergio.
Sergio's their national. Is he the compound coach or is he the national coach?
I think he's the national coach, but
He's
he
the head-
specializes
he's the
in
head guy.
compound.
Yeah.
They were supposed to get Coach Lee,
Yep.
but I don't know if that was finalized or not. There was just a big rumor that he was going.
I thought he was going.
Yeah,
I mean,
but dude, on
Yeah.
the para side, they went 1, 2, and 3.
yeah.
So let me ask you a question because this. So able-bodied, like I said, it was a good tournament. There was a lot of parity. I
Correct.
thought in able-bodied, there was even a lot of parity in your guys' classes.
Yeah.
I think the two guys in W1, of course, you and the guy from China were that was expected. But you go back and the U.S. is not dominating right now
No,
in any way, shape, or form.
mm-mm.
I have a theory on
Are
why.
the women got
fifth.
fifth?
Fifth.
I
As a
thought they
team.
made a medal match.
No,
I thought did we
No.
have anybody in medal matches?
yes, we had KJ and Ben took gold in team.
Yep.
Yeah.
What about the able body?
I
I thought the women's.
think
team
the
made it.
men's
Oh,
recurve
no.
team got
Hold on.
silver because they
Okay.
lost to Korea.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the women's compound team got bronze, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, I thought we had one or two
Yeah.
in the able body.
Gotcha.
But I mean,
for the
for
parity
being what
wise,
we
yeah.
are, for being the country that we are, and having the resources that we have,
Yeah, we didn't.
we
show
should
out.
be,
We should dominate.
yeah,
I
completely.
mean, I agree, but like, dude, the rest of the world is getting fucking better at archery.
that's the
Dude,
thing.
they are.
everyone as a whole, both
Yeah.
the here in the States and abroad.
I'm going to tell you right now, Mexico was the one that surprised me more than anybody the last 2 years, at least.
And that's the thing, though, is for us, for the people that compete for the U.S., they still have jobs. They still have lives, right?
Right.
For every other country, that is their job.
That is their job.
They're
and that's
compensated to do
correct. And that's what I wanted to talk about. I
Yeah.
think that you've got this entire genre within other countries where they take the sport serious. They're funded by the government. Or
Correct.
they're funded by big corporate America, big corporations in their country.
that.
We don't do that. Most of our people have 9 to 5s, or they're robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Correct. Or
Which
they
at
depend
the,
on their-
and let's be honest, and I bet this does not occur. You correct me if I'm wrong because you'll know the answer to this question. I don't believe that you have another group of archers inside of Korea or inside of Mexico that are as good or better than what they are putting out there on the national stage, which we have in the U.S.
Yeah, I mean, now I would say India.
Yeah,
They're
and
up
even
there.
India.
Yeah.
But so my point is that let's look at the United States. We have this team that goes.
Mm-hmm.
That team is made up of the people that are willing to put up the financial commitment
To go to trials.
go to trials, and because that is not
Train
cheap
and do that.
to train and do that. Could you imagine if we really took the top 5 females and 5 males, regardless of genre that they shoot, like ASA, USA,
Mm-hmm.
and then we funded those top 5? I think that nobody would touch us. I don't think we would beat.
I mean, I think we saw a big jump in ability when the U.S. started doing the direct athlete support thing.
Correct.
Like that, dude.
It's
That was
some
an
help.
extra. That was an extra $850 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
but
that's not
850
crazy,
no,
but like,
that's stupid.
but like at the time, like $850 a month, that was your fucking rent.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like that was your
But now
entire month's
that
rent.
won't even that.
But here's the
that
thing.
won't even pay a plane ticket now.
No,
here's,
no.
Here's the thing, though. Just like they do with the recurves, where they have the RA program and they house them and feed them and everything in Chula, if they would do that with a compound team and
Oh, it
really
would be
put them to
unstoppable,
work,
bro.
and the thing is, if they did, my mind always goes military. If they did a structured program like every other country does, they show up in the morning at such time, they're in uniform, they do everything by the book.
Right.
And I mean, they train. Not that they're not training right now, because the guys over at Chula, you can see a big jump in them. All the recurve shooters that have come out of there over the last couple of years.
Right.
But if they did that like the rest of the world is doing, I think would be in a way better position.
100%.
And I mean, Mexico, for being a third world country, they did it the right way. They take their athletes, they enroll them under the military, and they pay them through the military. So that's how the government writes off their support to them.
Yeah.
Is they're paying them as soldiers. And
Genius.
dude, they don't pick up a rifle or do anything.
No.
Nothing. All they
No.
do is they compete. They're in we have it in the U.S. It's called
gonna say
the World Class Athlete Program.
Yeah, the U.S. does that through. I know the Army does it,
Yeah.
but I would assume
Air
all
Force
the
does it,
I would
all the
assume all
branches.
the branches have
Yeah.
some sort of program.
Take
with
these
that.
people, enlist them, give them a career, and
Quote unquote career.
that'll be their career. They'll be athletes.
Yeah.
And
It's
government fund them.
it just sucks because I just know we're not putting our best athletes out there year in and year out.
Or even
They're-
if we are putting our best, we're not giving them the opportunity to train,
to train the way they're supposed to,
because
they're,
they have
they're
to
going
worry
to go to
about
work.
making a living.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, Alexis Ruiz, who we know,
She's a full-time
personally,
nurse.
She's a full-time nurse.
Yeah.
So she's got a job to go to. She's got to take off of work. Probably, I bet you half of it's unpaid because she ain't got that much dang vacation. So yeah, it's got to be tough, So when she's out there dealing with bedpans and patients, her competition over in Korea or India or Mexico, they're shooting their bow.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's so for us to even compete at that level, it says a lot about how good we could be.
Yeah.
We just
It's on both sides too. Even on our side, when Ben Thompson isn't shooting his bow, he's at work, because if he doesn't work, he doesn't eat.
yeah.
KJ runs his own pro shop. He's got his own archery shop that he's got to run. All the other guys, they've got to do stuff. I got fortunate that I was in the military and got retired out, so I got my
Right.
pension,
Right.
so I can afford to do this. But other
But
countries,
it's still not cheap.
no. But other countries like Turkey, they take their para athletes, they enroll them with their able-bodied athletes, they pay them the same, house them the same, but they expect the same from them. They train every day, 6 days a week, 8 hours a day, things like that.
So, curious question, and you may not know the answer, and there may not be an answer, but like the guy you lost to from China, what was his name?
Zhang,
Zhang. Did China pay him for winning that gold?
I'm sure.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah. I know that, again, going back to the people that I do know, like the Turkish archers, they get a government pay. They get a government payment for winning
Gold,
a
medal,
gold,
silver.
silver, bronze.
Yeah,
And dude, they get close to $100,000 US for winning gold,
right.
regardless of it's in a team or whatever.
Whatever. Yeah,
They make money. So
Yeah.
of course they're motivated to go out there and be really
100%.
good.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's a big deal.
yeah, but no, it was a good tournament. There's 250 para archers. The facility was awesome. I don't know if you ever got a chance to visit, or you, Bridger, ever?
I've only ever flown through Seoul. I've never
Okay.
actually been to Korea.
Yeah, it's legit. We were sitting there shooting, and I kept on hearing what I thought was people playing music. I had a whole cheering section behind us, like bleachers, grandstand bleachers, and it was full of Koreans there that were just watching.
really?
Oh yeah, dude.
That's badass.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
It was pouring down rain when we're shooting our elimination matches. I mean, monsoon rain.
Really?
There was a time when I'm sitting there shooting, and all I saw, it looked like you're looking at a TV when it's gray and
yeah,
fuzzy.
fucking static. and
Exactly. And I saw like a yellow dot. I'm like, I guess that's where I'm pointing at. Let's go. It just shot. I'd never, ever shot in rain like that. But now I'm convinced that I'd rather do that than shoot in the wind.
shit. Dude, I love shooting in the rain.
I prayed for rain the
In the
day that I
finals?
shot my gold medal match. And you know
Yeah.
what happened? It rained when I got my medal.
Rained afterwards.
Because I shot lights out in the rain. I was smoking everybody.
Yeah.
And when it all came down, it just switched.
Yeah,
But-
that sucks.
Yeah, it was good, man. I was talking to KJ last night, and we're going over the match and going over everything that happened out there, and you learn the most from when you lose. You don't learn from when you win.
Oh yeah,
it's when you lose you come back and you analyze. I finally watched the match like you were talking to me about,
right?
And even MJ was talking on. He was the commentator. He's like, everything on his targets to the left.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, that's definitely right there with my draw length was too long.
100%.
Yeah. That
I'd seen it right away, and I was like,
that rain soaked into my strings,
tough.
and
and stuff moved a little bit.
Yeah, his elbow was way back.
I haven't watched it. I just looked at the score sheet,
Yeah.
and like it seemed like it was really just like one arrow. I think in
my
the
first
end,
my very first arrow.
Yeah.
On the first end, I went to anchor in, and I just put too much pressure on the trigger, and it popped off.
It wasn't
Yeah.
there yet.
Yeah.
Fat 6.
Yeah, just getting way too
well,
aggressive.
and here's what sucks about that. I was telling somebody here yesterday at the academy that they were talking about that, and I says, here's the issue, the problem with that. The kid comes in with all the pressure. He's shooting against the world number 1, ex-Olympic champion. So Zhang's under duress, essentially. Even though he did get a look at the field and get a chance to shoot on the field twice
that was
he
his
shot
third
with you,
time out there.
which is horse crap. But he comes into the match, and then, dude, the second you shoot the 6, dude, homeboy is on autopilot.
Yeah, he just turned it on.
He's just like, okay, I just got to keep it in the gold, and I'm going to win this match.
It was his to lose.
Lose after that. So there's no pressure on him. He removes all of it. Now, I hate to say it, all that pressure shifts to you, and it sucks but that's archery.
Which I think I did a really good job of not letting it affect me.
No, I was shocked. You actually shot really well after that.
I was like, you know what? I've been in this position
Arrow for
before.
arrow.
Yeah, I've been in this position before. I could either make a miracle happen.
Yeah.
But when I shot that first arrow, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah,
so it kind of took the pressure off of me.
You did, yeah.
And I was just going to shoot for
grace. A 6 in that sport's almost unrecoverable.
Well, yeah, especially when you're shooting against someone like him.
Well, unless he's going to make the same goof up. I think the worst he did was an 8.
He shot a couple 8s. I've seen him shoot a 5 before.
Yeah.
Hell, when we were shooting eliminations, he shot a couple bad ones.
Goofies. Yeah.
But that kid's got ice in his veins.
Bro.
He is stoic, no emotion. Even when he won,
well,
he just put his bow down and he was like, "Yep, cool."
Yeah, good. I'm done.
But for being what he is, I was really touched when he did his interview and he was talking about how, he's honored to shoot with me and it was an honor to beat me and whatnot. And I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
see you next year.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, it was good. I mean, that's officially the end of outdoor season for me.
Right.
There's one more outdoor event, and that's for World Cup final. That's coming up, I think, this month.
Really?
And a couple weeks in China. So,
gotcha.
But dude, there's a lot going on right now too. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the Premier Archer League.
I was gonna say something about the new league in India that's going on.
Have you seen any of it?
I don't understand.
I don't understand
the format at all whatsoever. No. It's so fucking weird to me. And granted, I've only seen like clips on Instagram and stuff that World Archery's posted, but their shoot off goes to like a hit miss style target. I would assume it's like the size of the X ring.
It's the size of the X ring. It's on a red face.
Yeah, that's like it's like the size of it looked. I don't know.
It's about that big.
It looks like the size of an X ring on an 80 centimeter.
Yeah,
is what it like. So that's it. Looks like they're shooting at a 122 during the regular match.
No, there's 2.
Is everything hosted in India?
They shoot at 2. Yeah.
So there's 2 lines. Each team has 2 lines. One line for recurve, one line for compounds.
Okay, so they have a target at 70 and a target at 50.
One at 50, from what I understand. And each team, it's mainly Indian archers with 2 foreigners on each team.
Yeah.
Like one's got Brady and Mary Paz from Estonia.
Yep.
And then there's...
I know like Ella Gibson's on one.
Ella Gibson is with Mete Gazos on the other one. So they'll match a compound and a recurve foreigner, whether it's male or female.
That's
and then
cool.
they do sets. They shoot for sets.
Yeah, it's a set system.
Everything in India?
Yeah, everything's out there in India.
It's like what they call it, the Premier League?
Archery Premier League. Yeah. Which was needed. They needed to break the monotony of, let's just...
Well, I mean, what's weird is they're getting a bunch of press for that, and Korea's been doing that for 25 fucking years or more with their corporate league.
Correct.
Because
but nobody knows about it.
Yeah, nobody knows about it. But like when you go to like, it used to be back in the day, you'd go to Vegas and all the Koreans had like either a Kia, Hyundai Steel, or Samsung had one. I think Nissan maybe. I think Nissan was one, or unless they might have been under Hyundai, but I don't remember. But like there was like 4 or 5 corporate teams, and they'd show up to like Vegas, and the first couple of World Cups when I was doing the World Cups at all the open tournaments, they would all wear their corporate team gear because like they've had a corporate league for fucking ever over there.
Yeah,
and they make money,
and they make a fuckload of money.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Because
why can't we?
Braden and I got scouted. Braden and I got scouted for it, but we wouldn't have been able to do it because of the World Cup schedule.
Yeah.
That therein lies the problem. And as scheduling becomes an issue, like you said, why can't we do it? You can't you can't even get sponsorship money for any of the local stuff we have now. I mean, for the United States stuff that we have now.
Yeah.
It's just so hard because there's so many sponsor dollars being allocated to so many different things that are non-archery related, and I just don't know if we have the eyeballs right now.
Well, not just that, but I think that manufacturer contract stipulations will not allow people to miss tournaments here in the U.S. to go shoot something else.
And I'm not going to go down that tangent again, but it's once again,
that's
until
why
we
we
get
need them
rid
out.
of those damn manufacturers, we're going to be flat. Those manufacturers got to go. Period. But so cool tournament though. Glad the season's over.
No,
I
was just getting warmed up.
You're crazy.
Because it started late.
Yeah, it did.
And it's going to be like that again next year.
Really?
Yeah.
It just makes the season seem so long.
So
because you kind of start in April.
Yeah. So the way that my season's looking like right now, I'm more than likely going to be going to Dubai in January. Then I'm dead for February, March. I have Gator Cup in April. And I'm literally going to fly from Gator Cup. I'm going to fly to Gator Cup, turn around and fly from there to Chile. Shoot the stage 1 of the America's Cup / Para World Series is what they're calling it. So that's going to be stage 1. Then come back home. I've got Salt Lake City in May, whatever in June, SoCal. July is Buckeye, which I probably won't go to. August is Spring Hell again in Missouri. Probably not going to go to that one because that was miserable. Unless we get a team together to go out there, then I'll go suffer with you guys.
Right.
We can go catch a Cardinals game.
Yeah, exactly. I'm all about that.
The big Cardinals, not the little Cardinals.
Not the little Cardinals.
Maybe I can actually throw a pitch to.
Yeah.
To
and then you got
plate.
Pan Americans.
Well, then we've got Chicago in September, and then we have Pan Americans in October.
So in Peru.
October for an outdoor shoot's so fucking crazy late.
But that's in Peru.
Seems like it anyways.
It's in Peru.
Oh,
so
well, I guess that's their
spring.
spring. Yeah.
It still sucks.
I mean, for us, yeah, I guess.
I'm good with it because you guys know how much I love indoor season.
Yeah.
So the more prolonged outdoor goes, the happier I am.
Yeah.
I mean, for you, that's like the only game that's like actually competitive.
Why? Because I suck at indoor?
No. Well, like, how many fucking indoor W1s are there?
None.
Matter of fact, we're shooting the other day.
Indoor nationals.
Yeah, you guys don't even have a fucking class in Vegas.
We're shooting
like a real class.
We're shooting in the academy. Me and Jay are shooting together because I'm shooting. Well, we're all going to Mexico here in about 3 weeks.
God, I can't wait to watch you do your.
Yeah. So get this. No.
Kissy
So
face
he's
with the recurve.
homeboy puts on a scope lens and a freaking peep, and just sucks. I mean, no offense, bro.
Oh.
He's just sucking it up. I'm like, I
Forgot
finally
how to
looked
look
at
through
him
a
and I'm
peep
like,
stat.
hey, I said, just shoot your W1 bow because honestly, he shoots his W1 bow better than he does with the peep.
Well, yeah, it's the only thing he fucking shoots.
They're kind of good at it.
But it's funny because the whole time I'm thinking, man, he is going to light it up, putting a peep and a scope on there. And nope.
I was telling
He
Scott.
sucks.
I was telling Scott last year I shot my W1 bow, and I finished 8th out of 75.
Yeah.
Shooting skinny arrows on little 10s.
Down little
Yeah,
10s.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I could make that happen again,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I'm gonna give it a couple days, see what happens.
Yeah.
If I suck again, then I'm just I'm done.
Good.
But
Just not used to looking through a peep sight. Don't know how to see through it.
no, dude.
Trying to look around it.
No, well, I started with a 6
joke.
power too.
Oh shit.
So
Yeah. I ended up remember the 4 you made with the green dot and the black interior? It was a dual dot. You
think
made it
so.
for me. It had a
Probably.
green stick on, and then you put a black stick on in the middle of it.
Yeah.
On a center drill. And I think it's one of my favorites. But I put it on his. It was a 4. It helped a lot. His groups went from 6 inches to about 2. but still not slapping arrows like vintage Jason with W1 bow.
We'll see.
It was funny.
I was on the beginning stages too of the crud.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah. That's
hopefully I'm good now.
true. Travel crud, man.
Dude.
Gosh, that's
I normally don't get sick. Like 2 things have put me down. One was strep throat, put me in a chair, and this thing put me down for 2 days. I couldn't peel myself out of bed.
Yeah.
I was like,
that's what sucks about shooting international when you travel so much in that big tin can in the sky.
well, not just that. I mean, we left that Sunday. I got up in the morning to get ready for finals. I didn't go back to sleep because our shuttle was at midnight. So we drove 4 hours from Gwangju to Seoul. And then we were at the airport from 4:30 in the morning. Our flight didn't take off till 10. So I'm just sitting around in the airport covered in people.
For 6 hours.
Saw this French team. This was pretty funny. This French team comes in. They're not even para. They're not archery. They're just French for something else, some other sport. And they've got the luggage carts. And there's this guy sitting on top of a suitcase on a luggage cart. And he looks like he's dead, like head, back, everything. I'm like, this dude had a little much to drink last night. This dude's wasted, right? So somebody starts rubbing his back. And you know what happens when they do that? Dude turns around and just paints the floor. All of us were just like, yeah, we're gonna scooch this way and just, yeah,
That's the worst.
it was a bad travel day. So by the time we got on the flight, it was 10 o'clock in the morning.
That's a long ass flight.
It was 14 hours, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I suffered. I got upgraded.
He's in first class. He sent me a freaking picture.
The lay flat?
Yeah.
He's laying down.
Boy.
Yeah, I was in Delta
Got his
One.
own little cubicle thing there with his desk and
Couple
everything.
Bloody
Dude,
Marys.
that was the best. That was the best thing about traveling for World Cups was at the time you didn't have to spend $250,000 to get the diamond
upgrades.
upgrade.
Yeah, you get it on
And
miles.
so I got it on miles, and
makes
every
nice.
Trans-Pacific flight, I'd get that upgrade.
Yeah.
And it was fucking awesome.
Makes a
bro.
big difference.
Oh my god, it was so much better.
I got on the plane, turned on my phone, and logged into my VPN and DirecTV, and I went to right when the Packers got their extra point blocked or whatever,
Oh yeah.
and they ran it back, and then my phone froze. I was like, well, I guess I'll wake up later and see how bad we beat them, and then found out we tied,
yeah.
and I went back to sleep.
I did not know you could tie in football. I was
With the
shocked.
new overtime rules, it's kind of
I had no idea.
I mean, I don't hate it because they didn't lose, but it's kind of lame.
Kind of lame.
It is pretty
Yeah,
lame.
they should have did something until somebody won.
I mean,
that
both
game.
defenses played pretty fucking lame too.
Yeah.
40 points.
I don't
on
even
each
want to
side of
talk
the ball.
about football and defenses. I'm still pretty upset.
was gonna say,
You're
you're
upset
pretty-
about Saturday too. But
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm good.
yeah, whatever. Wait till you play somebody.
Well, we did. We played Texas already. So, hey.
Yeah,
Yeah, he said, wait till you play somebody.
Yeah, whatever,
exactly.
whatever.
I can't wait till the Michigan game. That's your guys'
Whatever.
kryptonite.
It is our kryptonite.
It's been what?
Ryan
like-
Day cannot figure out how to beat them.
It's been like 4 in a row now.
Yeah, dude. Well, Harbaugh's gone, which is
Yeah.
gonna help. And Ryan Day, that's
But
his
he was gone
kryptonite.
last year, and they still beat him.
Yeah, we sucked. So we'll see.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway,
are you going to switch over to hunting now? I mean, now that we've got one more tournament to prepare for, but it's kind of going to be a fun tournament.
I did get a new bow.
Yeah.
I got an Alpha Max. I don't know, the Alpha Max 2.
AVX2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Hoyt's
that Hoyt
helping
aluminum
bow?
one. Yeah. Dude,
You like it?
yeah.
Dude, they look fucking slick.
So I got a 70-pound bow because before Paris, I was able to pull 70 pounds. Yeah.
You're taking 5 turns out of that.
I got to like 64, and I was like, I need to work on this. I haven't done
You're
it.
gonna
But
take-
once I brought it back down. It's at like 61 right now, and it's pretty smooth. It holds. I was a little iffy because it's 29-inch, and I'm massive. So
yeah.
Oh, you don't have the long mods?
no, it's the 29 axle to axle.
Oh.
That helps.
But
you.
it's
I didn't
actually
know it was that short.
but it actually helps me if I'm hunting inside a blind or
Yeah, because you can't like squat down and get
Exactly.
get any shorter.
yeah. So yeah, we'll see what we're gonna shoot.
So-
Maybe shoot a turkey or two.
Regarding hunting, like a quick observation that I'm kind of mini testing this theory, mini not. So people that know me know that I'm a heavy arrow guy, have been for the last probably 10 years. Heavy. Well, out of necessity, you know, hunting season kind of crept up on us in Texas here last week. I think it was when it opened on the 28th. I think it was.
Yeah.
Typically, I thought it was, you know, I always thought it was the first weekend in October or something, and I was going to open on the 6th or whatever. So I was talking to a buddy of mine, Tom, and he's like, "Yeah, you know, you guys gonna sit in the stand Saturday?" I'm like, well, "What are you talking about, dude?"
Yeah.
And I look it up. Oh my gosh, hunting season opens in 2 days. So out of necessity, Lisa, my wife, you know, she only pulls like 42, 43 pounds. I only had fletched up ready to go for her some of her arrows that she shot at TAC, which were the Carnivore 30-50s.
Like carnivores?
Yeah, the 30-50s.
Yeah.
Which is an extremely light arrow.
Very.
Yeah, it's like a feather. So I was like, you know, she really didn't have a choice. I didn't have time. I had not ordered arrows, had nothing here. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just screw a broadhead on this and see what happens. So we came in Friday afternoon, evening to the academy. She sighted in, dead nuts. The thing was humping. I mean, those arrows were significantly
They were
fast.
probably only like 260 grains.
I'm going to tell you. Yeah, exactly. And she normally shoots around a 318, 320 arrow, basically. So with the next impact. So I was like, you know, just make a good shot, you know, if you're going to shoot or whatever. So she goes in the stand that day and ends up killing a deer that I really wanted her to kill. We kind of got a very, you know, she's a hunter now and she's a killer. And I told her she's got to be a little bit more discerning. But she's got.
She shoot a deer that you.
Yeah, I wouldn't have shot it. It was an 8-pointer, but it was not a big 8-pointer. And we got our wires crossed a little bit. She was talking about how big the deer were. I thought she was talking about body size. So I was like, yeah, they're all small because they're in their summer coats, summer patterns. You know, the rut's not here. Well, she thought I was talking about rack. So this buck comes in and she said, well, Scott said they're not really that big, so I'm going to go and shoot this one. So she shot him. But dude, that arrow, I mean, it zipped through that deer so fast.
Didn't have a chance to.
I mean, and I'm talking lane. The arrow was laying right where he was standing. She said it happened so fast she thought she missed.
Yeah.
The deer didn't even go 26 yards. Just absolute devastation with that micro Hades broadhead.
Oh, it was the Hades?
The 3-blade micro Hades, which she's shot now for 2 years, and I will tell you that broadhead is absolutely disgusting. It is so good.
It's a good broadhead, man.
Yeah. I mean, that trocar tip along with that blade design, I mean, it's got it all. But I got to go back now. The first set of data analytics that I've got is that deer at 22 yards, where that deer ran to, how it was hit. It broke a rib. I mean, it did everything it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
At, like you said, 260 grains. So the $1 million question is light arrow, heavy arrow.
I think a heavy arrow is beneficial, but like you don't need to be a psycho. Like you don't have to do the adult arrows.
The whole
700 grain Ranch Fairy bullshit.
The Ranch Fairy bloody, yeah.
Like, dude, my buddy Blake wanted to prove it. Like, hell, this was probably close to 10 years ago. He had a deer that he called Tank, and it was a 380-pound deer. Like, it looked like a 55-gallon drum with legs. Like, it was fucking huge. And he shot it with it was right after Rage came out with the Chisel Tip Extreme.
Yep.
It was the old slip cam ones.
Yep.
But he shot it with one of those and a 350 or 360 grain. What was it? It was either a blue streak or the
red.
blue, whatever their tri-spine blue series was.
That was a blue streak.
But like stupid, like crazy light arrow, really big broadhead, shot him at like 25 or 30 yards. I mean, he's shooting a 70-pound bow.
Yeah.
But he's like your draw length, like 25 and a half, 26 and a half
Right.
inch draw length.
Right.
And like same thing, just clipped through that deer like it was nothing.
Dude.
And he went through 2 ribs.
So that's what I'm thinking is speed the equalizer over weight? Or we all say this all the time. There is a tipping point where you need both to kind of meet in the middle, I call it. But here's the question. But giving the either or, you know, yes, we all want to find where we can shoot 70 pounds at a really good speed to shoot the heaviest arrow we can put through the bow, so we get both speed and weight meet where they're supposed to. But in the advent of a female, a kid, an old person, is arrow weight or speed where you want to, which way you want to go?
The arrow that you get the most accuracy with. Like I talk to guys about broadheads every fucking day, Like I'm always and forever going to be an accuracy first shooter.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Like if I hit wherever I'm aiming, it doesn't matter if my broadhead fails.
Right.
Because I'm blowing off the top of the heart and taking out the lungs or perforating the diaphragm or, you know, whatever it happens to be based on what type of shot I'm presented with. Like, that's why I preach expandable broadheads. Like, they're so fucking good now. We don't have to worry about them failing nearly as much as we did before. They're going to fail just as often as a fixed blade style broadhead is going to nowadays, since everybody uses a multi-piece fixed blade. There's more fucking pieces on a fixed blade than there is on most expandables now.
Right.
A Rage is, if you include the 2 pins and the little plastic sizing collar that goes on the back of it to reach 100 grains, a tri-pan is, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. So, or 6 parts, I guess, if you include the ferrule. Like, there's more fucking parts on a micro Hades or a Muzzy MX series or a what's the Thunderhead.
Thunderhead. Yeah.
Like, there's just as many parts on those fucking things
Yeah.
as there is on a fixed or on a expandable broadhead
You're
anymore. Like, and until somebody changes the laws of physics, like an expandable will always be more accurate than the most accurate fixed blade.
Well, and I think we may have talked about it in the last show, but you know, there was a study done by a group of guys that run dogs, tracking dogs.
Correct.
And they said based off their data points or what they've done over the last years,
they find more deer.
they
that are
find
shot
more
with
deer that are
expandables.
shot with mechanicals than they do with cut on contacts. And it was like,
A
dude,
higher percentage of
a
deer
higher
found.
percentage, and it was like 5 to 1.
Yeah.
They
Like
said
a
it's-
higher percentage of deer shot with a marginal shot were found
with a mechanical are
expandables.
found with an expandable
Yeah.
over a cut on contact.
Yeah.
They
Correct.
said, and given all set of circumstances based off of what they seen and their recovery rates, all of them unanimously, you know, if given the choice between cut on contact and expandable, what are you shooting? Expandable. Every single one of them said I would shoot an expandable without question.
No,
Yeah.
I agree. You turned me on to expandables when you gave me that first set of dead meats.
Mm-hmm.
Those things are
They're
devastating. Yeah. But I think for this year, I'm going to jump on the bandwagon and drink the Kool-Aid.
Are you going to do the beast?
I got 2 packs that I'm texting
so
someone. They're on the way.
let me ask you a question. Have you guys got those yet?
We don't have any in store. Like, I haven't shot anything with them. I gave a pack to Sterling Webb, and he shot like a fucking monster boar or sow pig, and it went through both shields. No problem. Like, it seems like a fucking gnarly head.
Yeah.
For me, I don't like aluminum ferrules. My favorite broadhead is always going to be the tri-pan because it's like
Titanium.
one gigantic
Yeah.
chunk of titanium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, not the steel, the titanium ferrule.
Yeah, it's the
I love
ferrule's
those
titanium.
titanium ferrules.
Yeah. 29,000 blade thickness too on that blade.
Uh,
That broadhead, that
so
broadhead, in my
30
opinion,
39 on
or
the
39.
tri-pan.
I think they set the standard for mechanicals 5 years ago when they came out.
That, to me, that's the best one out there. It's a super simple blade retention system and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. Like, I really like the Severs. I think the Beast are really good too. Like, they're all on par.
It turns out that the Severs will kill a pig even when you take out the top
I was gonna
screw.
say when you shoot it back, when you shoot the
and they open backwards.
dude. I was thinking about that the other day. Like, that'd be a great way to shoot a fucking turkey.
Yeah,
Shoot it
would
with
be.
one of those because it wouldn't penetrate as much, and you
Yeah.
just rip and tear a bunch of shit up. Get
mean-
the 2 2.25. I think they make now.
Yeah. The last turkey I shot it with a mega meat.
No kidding.
Yeah, it took half its head off.
Wow.
So
Yeah, definitely the Beast broadhead has got. So I've heard of 2 this year that are really popular. The Beast, and of course the other one is the Evolution. It's the one. It's the hybrid. It's got 2.
The
it's got
Jekyll and Hyde.
It's got
Is that what it is?
It's called Evolution broadheads. It's got the blade, the triangle blade, cutting
Yeah.
blade, kind of like a very big version of the Rages. cut
Yeah.
gotcha.
with a swing open design. It's one thing I don't like about it.
Yeah,
But-
the front deploying center
Yeah, the
rear.
front
I mean,
deploying
that's what
center.
Tate and Page use those.
Yeah.
I assume that's what he shot his elk with. I guess
He
I don't
shot
know,
it
but-
with a beast.
oh, he did shoot it with a beast.
That's how the Beast.
I knew he did it. They did at one point. I guess it might have been a little bit before Josh had came out with the beast. But
Yeah. No, he
he shot
posted a
that-
picture of it.
that Axis that he shot down here,
Yeah.
he shot it with a Evolution.
Okay.
It's the popular one I keep hearing about from a lot of people. Of course, the
It
Beast
was-
is number 1.
Their fixed blade was the best performing fixed blade in that precision cut archery study.
Really?
Really?
As far as accuracy goes, it was the best performing one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really, really, really love the like the wicked tricks for fixed blade. I'm gonna stick to
Oh yeah, the slick tricks.
the slick tricks.
Yeah, I'm
God,
just
we sell a fuckload of
that
slick tricks.
that 4
dude.
blade standard slick trick. I still say
Dude,
is just,
I mean-
it's kind of like the Rage broadhead for cut on contact versus
Yeah.
mechanicals. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just
You
it
talk
always
about,
works. It's easy to tune. You screw it on, forget it, shoot it.
you talk about
kill.
speed and weight. When I went on that elk hunt, I was pushing 465 grains on my arrows. With the wicked trick at 285 was what I was getting out of that bow.
That's humping.
And I shot that mule deer at 53, 55 yards, and it went through its skull.
Yeah.
So I'll stick to that.
Yeah.
If I'm using a fixed blade, that's what I'm going to go with. But
Well, Lisa had me thinking because I'm actually thinking about building some talons in a 350, some lighter weight arrows just to see what happens. I want to see what the differences are between
yeah,
you should
shooting a
just-
heavy arrow for the last 10 years.
well, you're probably
You
going to
should just
save your
build some
shoulders
fucking
too.
350 carnivores.
That's light, dude.
It's fast.
You know that arrow is made for 3D. That's what it was designed for.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'll tell you, Lisa was proof in the pudding. I mean, that was she actually. I will tell you, she tagged out last year. She had one pass through out of 5 deer. Nothing like that.
Like
one.
this one,
dude. It was unbelievable.
I mean, it's going fast, and it's got a little bit of a punch behind it.
Yeah,
So for you, I think it would probably save your shoulders because you won't have to pull as
yeah. I
much.
ain't got to pull 80 pounds anymore.
Yeah.
75 pounds.
So
Yeah.
you'll go down to like 60, and with a lightweight.
Well, I'll
arrow,
tell you
you're
what,
still gonna
man.
be-
It's all the rage right now. I mean, it's
Dude. John is hunting. He killed his elk with a 385 grain arrow.
yeah. That's
Like
light.
he's always shot a light arrow, and he ain't had a pass, or hasn't not had a passer in his. I guess I don't know about this year,
Yeah,
but like his previous 6+ bulls were all
passers.
passers
Yeah.
with a 400-ish plus or minus 20
Right.
grains arrow.
Yeah, I
Like-
think the only variable I think that you'll find is that it would limit my terminal velocity, meaning how far I could comfortably kill an animal
with
because of the
Yeah,
weight.
enough
it's
kinetic
slow.
energy.
Yeah.
I would not feel comfortable trying to kill something at 70 yards,
yards.
70
Yeah.
or 80 yards with an arrow that light.
Yeah, you'd have to be 50 and below.
Yeah, I'd say 50 and below.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about fucking whitetail.
Texas whitetail. Yeah, exactly.
You're talking about whitetail. They're going to be, if you shoot at a whitetail in South Texas or South Central Texas, it's going to be 50 yards away from where it was standing by the time your arrow gets there.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Exactly.
it's all kind of a moot point. And if
Yeah.
we're talking about Texas whitetail, shoot what gets it there fast enough without making your bow too terribly loud.
Right.
Well,
right.
like,
right.
And really
That-
any whitetail, as far as that goes.
Ram or you that you shot a couple years ago
Mm-hmm.
at 70 yards. Imagine what a light arrow would have done.
I don't want to say that on film, but a lot longer now. But yeah.
Oh, really?
It is, yeah.
It was a good shot, though.
It was. I mean, I got lucky.
If you would have had a
I think it takes a lot of luck to kill someone at 100 plus.
dude, unless it's a
really
big
does.
target.
Unless it's a huge target.
Yeah.
There's a lot of luck involved. But yeah, but anyways, the Beast Broadhead this year, I think, is the broadhead that have choice. And I think those are $90, aren't they, for 3?
I'm about to find out.
Yeah, I'm pretty
they're
sure they're
expensive.
$89.99.
Oh, I seen some other speed something broadhead that it looks exactly like a Rage tri-pan,
Well-
but they're like $90 for a 3-pack.
Is
90 or
the,
100 bucks
is
a
the
3-pack.
Beast one and done? Have you heard?
No, it's reusable.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
It better be.
They just have those real small internal components. It
Yeah, they
seems,
do.
because of their spring system.
Yeah.
Which David Hauser's their lead engineer. He's a pretty smart fucking guy.
You know
I'm
what,
sure
though?
He's got something figured out, but
And I'll say it, and I'll continue to say it because if Hauser's an engineer, he knows what they're marketing is absolute baloney. Me and Tyler Terry were talking about this a couple of weeks ago. With their whole fold-out blade design. and all that.
the fold-in blades.
That does not work the way they say it does. It is impossible. It is against the law of physics for it to happen the way they claim it does.
I mean, bro, I watched the slow-mo video.
Yeah,
that's slipping
exactly.
between 2 ribs on a chalked out deer rib cage.
like I said, that works good on the computer.
You didn't take 2 years developing this, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Trust the experts.
There you go. But no, it's because of a reason, and because sever, it happened to sever.
And then they fixed it and came
then
out
they
with their
fixed it
with their
and-
V2s.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, the sever blades still lock. They just made the channel that the blades ride in, in flight, and where that blade swings into a lot larger.
Yeah.
Bigger. Yeah.
So it doesn't stick.
It was getting like it would get gummed up with body tissue.
Yeah.
And whatever else in there.
And that is $1 million
Correct.
question.
Unlike,
the body
again,
tissue.
going back to the severs, you can break them apart now, clean them out, put it back together, and it's
Yeah.
not an issue.
Yeah.
If you could do that with other broadheads, then so be it.
Yep. No, that's cool. No, it's definitely the one that everyone's talking about. Every shop that I go to, they are trying to get their hands on more of them, and they can't keep them in stock.
Dude, I've had maybe one person even mention them.
That's wild.
Bro, everyone around us they come in and buy it. Dude, they'll come in and fill a fucking backpack full of dead meats and mega meats.
Yeah. Yeah. That's wild.
That's crazy considering their price hike too.
Yeah, they went up. What are they right now?
$62 for
For
For a
of them?
3-pack of megas.
They're $20-some a piece now.
Mm-hmm.
And that broadhead is one and done. I rarely have ever got more than one animal out of that.
You can replace the blades too, though.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know that like my rate or I killed one deer with the mega meat, one deer, and it was
Was there any deer left?
not much. I actually shot it at the lease in Sisterdale there.
Oh yeah.
But I like spined a.
Could you reuse it afterwards?
Yeah.
Oh.
The blade happened to like slip right in between two vertebrae. It hit him like like a fucking Star Wars ship.
Yeah, yeah. That's
and
wild.
like the top blade slipped right in between two vertebrae, and I was able to close it up and everything, and it was fine. But God, I just have too much luck with the rages.
Yeah.
Those
I
tri
agree.
pans, you just fucking
Them
rinse them
tri-pans
off
are
underneath,
nasty.
rinse them off under the sink, and as long as the blades snap into place, like go to fucking town.
Go eat it.
You can. Yeah, I watched them like completely pass through on a deer. That first time we went to Comfort,
Oh yeah.
got his arrow, put it back together. It was fine.
Oh dude, I like picked it up and like shook the broadhead until I heard the blades clacking or the blades swinging around and just snapped it back together. I was like, all right, that's good. Stuffed it back in the quiver.
On to the next
cool.
one.
That's cool.
Dude,
So
I killed 12 fucking deer with the same one when they first came out. With
I
them.
remember that. I know I was there for. I think I remember hearing you about 7 of them. Like, come on, dude. There's no way. Yeah. I
Like
remember
when
that.
this was when they first came out.
This is when they first
Not
came
the-
out. I
not
remember
the-
that. That was
not
when they
the-
had the breakaway collars.
Yeah. Shot 12 fucking deer with the same head, same ferrule, same blades.
Yeah. It was a killer head. Still is a great head. So rest wise for hunting, nothing came out this year that I can remember.
Vapor Trail came out with a new one.
They did?
I don't know, it's like a Gen 69 or something.
Really?
It's not a V. It's not a V.
It's not a V
drop
blade?
away. No, it's a forward, straight up, straight down.
Okay.
Launcher
know
arm
that.
blade or launcher arm rest. Hold on, let me
'Cause I
look.
didn't think anybody came out with anything new on the rest side for hunting this year.
I mean, they may came out with that.
Now the big sight change, the big one there is the driver series, they're called. And I think B3 has one, Excel has one. And even
The Excel driver.
Spot Hog has a very similar one with the Booney.
I mean, the Booney's a damn good sight.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Victor.
Let me see that thing. That's crazy.
I mean, I may be lying. I don't know when they came out with it, but it was like that's the most recent new rest I know
So
of.
that looks like a trophy taker.
Yeah, it does.
100%
Looks exactly like
looks
the SmackDown.
exactly like a SmackDown Pro. Yeah. Interesting. I mean,
I don't
as a
know if
SmackDown
it's.
Pro.
I assume it's a limb driver, but
Yeah, it's got to be. That's cool.
It's like a circular hamski.
Mm-hmm. I love vapor. I mean, I've always used vapor trails. I used to use them a lot. Of this.
Again, by this point in time, everybody's copying everybody.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, and then like I said, the sites, the big ones were like I said, the driver series sites from all the different companies out there. Those were really popular coming into this year. You know, the one thing that I think is missing right now in the space of archery, and I hate to say it, but when they got bought out, I think their quality went to crap. It was quiver companies. I just don't think there's not a good quiver out right now.
dude, the integrated Matthews quiver is pretty slick.
Well, yeah, okay.
Bow company quivers
Regardless
are
of that,
pretty
there I agree. Matthews integrated quiver is
their
amazing.
quick detach quiver is pretty slick.
There's no
I
doubt
still
about
have
it.
my tight spot.
You have your original, so that's what I was telling you. That's what I would buy
haven't
because
even
their new
seen-
ones are
I
terrible.
haven't even seen the new one.
Oh,
I've heard not great things.
they
about it.
rattle and roll like Mexicans on a Friday night salsa dance, bro. I ain't lying.
We don't sell sedans.
Whatever.
That's
you guys
Puerto
do.
Ricans.
That's Puerto Ricans. Okay, whatever.
You guys can
So-
get them. Feel free.
But no, seriously, they are extremely noisy. They don't have good retention systems anymore for the arrows.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, the parts feel cheap. And this is all after post-acquisition, when they got bought out. I just don't.
By pure.
And then you look at what's out there. You can get an Apex, which is similar to it. Trophy Ridge makes one that's kind of close. With you take away that Matthews side, but even Hoyt's is not bad, actually, believe it or not. The Hoyt quiver.
I mean, the Hoyt integrated quiver is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, they've always had, most bow companies, their like product branded stuff has always been like pretty decent.
Pretty decent, yeah. And the CBE's got the Adapt, which for the money.
I mean,
think is best
for the
quiver out.
money, yeah, for $100 for a quiver that you can have as sight or riser mounted.
Yeah.
And like if it's not like a old school tight spot,
Right.
but it fits pretty fucking tight. It's not bad.
Yeah.
So that's the big, right now, I think that's the big miss in the industry. I would love to see somebody
With a
come
new
out
quiver
with a
design.
new quiver design. And I've got a lot of ideas in my head on what I would like to see, but
I do
something
have a
that
3D
is,
printer.
that is more tightly compact and is lightweight, but yet has really good arrow retention system in it.
Hey, bro,
quiet.
Quickie just finally closed up shop.
Did they really?
I've seen like 4
Guys.
customers come in with old Quickie quivers, and I was like, if you sell this bow, tell me.
Yeah.
Because I want that quiver.
You take the quiver. Yeah.
You could design a
There you go.
thing off a Quickie
The
quiver
Quickie
bracket.
quiver. Well, and it was funny. I seen that Lock On came out with a new one. You remember the Lock On series with the big foam thing? You slide them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they just came out with a new quiver. I seen that, but yeah, I don't know. Quivers is the big one. I think it's that's where a lot of the manufacturers are missing out on some innovation and can do some cool things, because at the end of the day, it's a must-have accessory on your bow.
I mean,
to get yourself from
I've
point A to
always
point B.
been of the school of thought like the Conquest quiver. I think is great because it's quick detach and it's easy.
Oh, it's
Like,
easy.
You don't need to overcomplicate a quiver here, pal. Like all it does is carry your arrows to the ground.
That's
blind.
it.
That's
Like
it.
carries your arrows to the blind, carries them to the tree,
And then you take them
like,
off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like a
hang in
West
the tree.
for the majority of people harvesting animals with archery tackle, like they have the opportunity to take it off before they shoot. Like we all love elk hunters, and I haven't been elk hunting, I guess, but you're a big elk hunter. Jason's been. Like most of our clientele are. Like though that's a pretty small piece of the pie when it
Correct.
comes to bow hunters
Correct.
in the United States.
And that's why I say, the Conquest quiver is a simple, very easy system with a clamp design.
Yeah, it looks like your wife's hair clip.
Yeah, 100%. So it's easy and it's cheap.
Yeah.
But yes, if you're going to go mountain western hunting, it's completely.
It's not great,
No,
yeah.
it ain't good. But to your point, it's an arrow taxi cab.
Carrying tool.
Yeah, all it
That's all
does
it
is
is.
carry your arrows, bro.
Yeah, exactly. No, agreed. And then, so something else I've been kind of going a little bit back on is, and you're probably going to yell at me for this, both of you. No, you will for sure. I had a lot of archers this year. I got away because I've always been a bony guy.
Veins.
I've shot them forever. I mean, I really have.
Yeah.
And I think it's a keep it simple, stupid vein that performs well, is quiet, is lick and stick, and durable. Meaning you can hit them and get away with a lot of those hits that you can't, an AAE, it'll rip if you look at it wrong way. You'll throw a hole in that sucker like an
I mean,
instantaneous.
the hybrids at least.
Yeah, yeah. And so they came out with that new Atlas vein, and I got a bunch of them from a buddy of mine. He works for boning, and he sent me, dude, that vein's legit.
Dude, it seems pretty cool. Like I've never had like a ton of shade on boning. Like I think there's better veins out there.
I
but
agree.
For your everyday weekend bow hunter, weekend target shooter dude, like
Blazers.
they make good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like they wouldn't have. They're like how Blazers came out when I was like barely getting into archery.
Right.
And they've been just as popular then as they are, or they're just as popular now as they were when they became the new fad.
Right.
Like, and that's not by accident. Like, they make good shit. Like, I think there's definitely better stuff out there. Like,
Yeah.
I love the Flex Fletch stuff.
Right. And that's what I was
Like-
talking about. Yeah.
Like, for a specific, like, avenue that you're trying to do, like, I think there's better specialty stuff out there. But, dude, for a do-all, be-all, shoot-all, fletch-all type thing, like, I think they're great.
Yeah.
I won't throw shade at you for using them.
Yeah. I just went back to them. I kind of went back to what I know a little bit, kind of go back in time, and because that stuff has always worked really well. You know, we have an issue here with deer ducking, and I think a lot of it is sound related.
Yeah, 100%.
The arrow approaching the deer's like, what the heck is that? You know, that F-16 coming at me. What's he going to do? Yeah, exactly. You know,
Duck.
and the other thing is that, you know, the wonderful world of expandable broadheads is noise is a non-issue.
Yeah.
You don't have blades capturing air, which is making that whistling sound. And so I think I kind of went back in time a little bit because kind of what you, and now Trypan does, they make a no-collar Trypan, but
Yeah, they have for a few years.
I think they brought back their
They brought back
ones,
the black series.
and they were in a 3-pack.
Yeah. Well, the Trypans the no collars are in a 3-pack now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Everything's in a 3-pack. It used to be 2.
Yeah, they were 2-packs
And it was
for a couple
stupid.
years.
Yeah, for expensive. So I'm probably going to go back to the Trypans. I kind of wanted to try the new G5s too, the
the T2.
the T2s, but they look exactly like
They look like a hypodermic. Yeah.
100%.
I would hope that they're out of a little better steel
Yeah,
than the hypodermic. And
Hypodermic's
the
cheap.
blades look a little more robust.
yeah.
But I mean, the hypodermic's a good head. But man, you hit like the shoulder scapula, that whole broadhead just goes boink.
All right.
Oops, I got the hair.
Like
Yeah.
that cheap China steel on that thing is not great.
Yeah.
But
Well-
I mean, the design of it is the same as the Trypan. So
Right.
like it works fine, but if you hit something, it's not great.
So along the lines of hunting, I got a challenge for both of you guys this year. Do me a favor, and especially you, Jay, because where you live.
Shooting a recurve.
No, not that crazy yet. Keep an eye on your deer. Excuse me. Find out when you think they're going to go, when they start to rut, actually. Because I'm telling you right now, based off what I've been seeing the last 5 years, our DNR people in all these states, I think they need to readdress seasons and when the seasons start. Because let's be honest, the hunting season hasn't changed now for as long as I've been alive, pretty much. Other than like Ohio, I remember back in '90 they allowed us to hunt on Sundays because it used to be there was no hunting on Sundays. And I think Pennsylvania still had that up until last year. I think they finally just passed you can hunt Sundays. But the season dates, I think that you can call whatever you want: global warming, the age of the planet, whatever we're doing. Deer, elk, horned animals, I think their ruts are backing up to the point that I was talking to a buddy of mine because I was going to go back to Ohio and hunt this year.
Yeah.
And then I just found out today they freaking increased their non-resident hunting tags by double. They doubled them. So it was
That's
like
insane.
$180 to get
I thought it was
a buck
like
tag.
I thought it was like
And
$380.
It's
all
$4
in.
something now.
Is it $4? I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't go up.
$380
that much.
all in if you buy 2 buck tags, 3 doe tags.
Oh, if you get all the tags.
You always just get 1 buck tag and be
Yeah.
done. Yeah, they're $25. So yeah, but anyways, I was talking to a buddy of mine about it today, and he's like, "Yeah, dude," because I traditionally in Ohio, I would always hunt either the last week of October, first week of November. One of those 2 weeks was peak rut, peak chasing. Bucks are looking for does everywhere.
No, that's like mid-December,
Dude,
end of December.
there.
now.
So now he's telling me it's mid-November,
I mean,
the 5th, the 12th through the 15th.
You got
somewhere
to,
in there.
at least here in Texas, I mean, we've had days in December that were in the 70s, 80s
Oh,
last
yeah.
year.
Look at it right
the
now;
year
it's
before.
95 degrees.
well, I was
out.
gonna say, like, look at because I'm assuming you were gonna draw back to your elk hunt because I know you said
Oh, it's
that
terrible.
they didn't like turn on at fucking all until the
Dude.
last couple days.
So it's
But-
it's a true story.
But like,
Go
do
ahead.
you think it's like just the weather patterns changing? Like, was it hot?
Like
like
85,
yeah, it
50
was like
in the morning,
summertime.
85 in the
yeah, it was like
afternoons.
summertime weather.
Correct.
When you're doing that. And I mean, I 15 years ago, I remember hunting in the first week of November, and it was 85 fucking degrees out in Iowa.
Really?
So we've always had weird fucking weather throughout the season. Dude, I hunted in the middle of a snowstorm. We got 18 inches of snow, and it was the last week of October. It's like, I mean, we hunt weird shit. Like,
Depends
we've
on
always
what-
had goofy weather patterns.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I could see it being more of just like, because of the way our calendar and I don't take into account the lunar shit at
Right.
all. Like
Right.
deer are more active when there's a full moon because they can fucking see at night.
Right.
That's why they're nocturnal, not
Agreed.
because they sense the moon and the tide shifting. Like they can fucking see,
Yeah,
and they
leave
know
that-
they don't get fucked with at night. So
leave
that's
that
when
for
they
the
go
ocean.
outside.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, leave the moon phases for the ocean. I don't think it affects the animals.
no,
I
that like
agree.
that's when
I agree.
they go outside and they
Yeah,
roam around then because they're less bothered.
but it's
And
been
they
the
can
same.
see what's going on.
It has been the same for a while because that very first elk hunt that I went on back in 2016, I was in Angel Fire, New Mexico in end of October. And dude, it was maybe pushing 50 degrees in the morning, 45, 50, and then 70s in the afternoon, dropping back down into the 50s. And we had no movement because it was hot.
Yeah. Typically, you know, and I remember back when I was a kid, you know, August, last day of August was kind of like the closeout of summer. We had, you know, school was starting in the 1st of September, and that's when we started seeing and feeling a seasonal shift to cooler temperatures. Now we don't see that until October, November. I mean,
don't think
at
we've
least
closed out
even
summer
here in
yet.
Texas, and we're not. I mean, it's 90s, mid 90s right now, but I just believe, and then, you know, and yes, I am going to temper some of this. You know, Unit 15 in New Mexico has always been a world class elk unit. You're going there to kill a 350 plus bull. They're all over the place for the most part. And we get there, and I am telling you, you're going to think I'm crazy when I tell you this. But there's a guy. I thought he was crazy and lying to me when he told me about this. But he was hunting there on the 17th of October. He said that there was a bull with about 7 cows, and he literally his antlers were red with blood, and the velvet was hanging off of him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and when he told me, I was like, "Yeah, you're full of crap."
I mean, the deer. I mean, granted, deer down here are different than they are in Iowa, but like, it wasn't unusual. There was usually 1 or 2 deer that got killed in velvet in Iowa when I was still up there. And during
Is that
use-
due to like
that was-
castration or something?
No, it was always youth season, and they were always like a day from stripping.
Yeah.
It seemed like, and most people that did it was like a spike,
Yeah.
or you know a young 2 to 3 year old deer that a kid shot, and it just happened to be in velvet. So like, but like. I know there was a bunch of guys down here that were showing me pictures of deer at the store, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he just stripped this week."
Dude.
And it was like, you know, that leading into the first couple days of season, which, you know, down here opened, what was it, the 26th,
28th.
28th. So like, they were still stripping in September, but there was a lot of deer that was getting showed pictures of like early mid September that all had full velvet.
We had an outfitter we ran into at the gas station, and he was telling us that he watched a bull run across the road midday. He said he stopped to glass him because he said when he ran across, he thought, this is either the biggest bull I've ever seen in my life because his mass was so big.
Yeah, it just had like he had 140 inches of mass.
Exactly.
But it was
so he
all
stopped
velvet.
and glassed him. It was all velvet. The bull on October that was the 18th or 19th. He said, yeah, that bull was in full velvet. And it just goes, you know, and I'm thinking, okay, this is either an anomaly. It's a weird year because they had a 7 or 8 month drought, you know, no water anywhere.
Yeah, weird growing season.
Yeah, and the animals looked poor. The cows you've seen looked like they have been, you know how whitetail in the summer will lose all that weight and their hip bones stick out because they're
like
feeding.
they're wasting away.
Yeah, and that's what the cows look like, you know, this time of year. And I think that potentially messed up some of their estrus cycles because if you're not healthy, you know, even your wife, if she's not sick or she's not feeling good, will she, you know, go on her cycle or not? And I think it affects it. And the bulls were just lazy. They just were not. There was zero rutting activity going on in what should have been the most amazing, coming in on a new moon. You know, temperatures were hot, of course, but yet consistent.
Yeah.
You know, mid 40s to high 50s in the mornings and 80 to 85 in the afternoons. So everything was kind of keen on, man, this is going to be a great hunt. It's going to get better and better and better. And it went the other way. It went opposite. It got worse and worse and worse. And to the point, the last day we sat water and did something I never do. Sat there my hunter stayed there all day, 14 hours. I went back in the town to grab food because we were starving and could bring it back out. But had a bunch of elk that we had found that last day come in and not say one word when they came into water.
Really?
Not one bugle, not one cow call. I'm talking
Nothing.
nothing. Deadly quiet. And I was like, okay, man, this rut's nowhere close, or it's already happened and we don't know it,
Yeah.
or it's just that poor, or it's going to be a rut fest for the muzzleloader and the first rifle season guys. You know,
Yeah, they're going to be.
they'll be
they're
calling
gonna
in
be it.
they'll be calling bulls 20 yard and killing with the 300 Win Mag.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always been in the camp, and I had a buddy who's a phenomenal like farm. I don't know if he's actually a wildlife biologist,
But he might
he's
as well be.
like a fucking wizard when it comes to whitetail.
Right.
And like I'm in his school of thought of like it doesn't really matter. Like guys talk about it early rut, late rut, whatever. And this is specifically to whitetails. But like at least in Iowa and the Midwest, if those deer don't breed in a certain window, their fawns, if they breed too early, the fawns drop too early, and it's still too fucking cold for mom to be able to survive while also feeding the fawns. They're fucked. If they breed too late, those fawns drop too late. They're still on mom by the time season starts, and she wants them off their tits so she can go get, so she can run away from bucks. Those fawns are fucked. Like they're not old enough to, be able to browse by themselves.
Right.
Or just, not survive without mom if they lose her for a couple days.
Yeah.
And so they have to be fucking, a large majority of them have to be bred in a certain window. It's not going to change when the rut is. The external elements of, the weather elements of the weather, temperature, barometric pressure, moon phase, all that shit affects their movement, but it only affects what we see because we're only out there during the day.
Right.
I mean, I guess more so now because we have cellular trail cams and shit like that. But even then, like when I would set up a trail camera on a community scrape on the edge of a bean field, like that farmer would pick that bean field. If there was a full moon out, deer were all fucking over that camera all goddamn night long. But if I went out that next day, like for me, my favorite time to hunt Midwestern whitetails was, on a full moon was midday.
Doubt. Midday, dude.
Like I would even get in. There were times when I wouldn't get to the tree stand until 9 or 10 o'clock.
Absolutely.
Because I knew I wouldn't fucking see anything.
No, but 11
Or
to
I'd
3.
blow every goddamn deer that was still in the field out. Dude, my buck that I have hanging at the apartment, hanging at the shop for a long time, that was a 7.5-year-old deer, and I shot him at 1:30 in the afternoon. Yep. And it was on a full moon, rainy day, and they just, when they are up partying all night, they go in bed early. They go in bed early, but they want to stay in bed longer, but they end up still having to move around in midday to find water
And food.
Go cruise beds because most of the does are going to stay down all day.
Yep.
Those bucks will head out early and get a little nap in, and then spend the 2-3 hours of the midday looking for deer.
Yep. Yeah, I've killed my biggest bucks in between 11 and 3.
Yeah.
Sitting all day. Yeah, it's it really is full. Like you said, the recipe is full moon during the rut, midday. Sleep in, eat a good breakfast, go to your stand about 10 o'clock, stay there till 3, and you'll probably see a giant.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. It's like works. It's hard to get hunters into that mode, though.
Oh, dude, like everybody wants to be their first light, last
first light,
which
and last light.
In most situations, like yes, that is the correct approach, but. Dude, I've like blown like on full moon nights when it depends on what your access is. Like if you're a hardwoods timber dude and you're just walking through solid timber for 700 yards, like you can go in at first light, and be okay because most deer aren't back to their beds,
Right.
Or they're not all the way into the timber yet after that first gray light. But if I like a lot of my stuff was all around farm fields. So like I had to walk through the middle of either along the edge or through the middle of a picked corn or bean field. Like that's where every fucking deer is at at 5 o'clock in the morning. They're all fucking standing out in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So like I have
That's the Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, I have no fucking access to get in without blowing every deer on my every deer on the farm out of there, which is gonna blow my hunt for the next 2 days.
Yeah.
So. But if I go in at 9 o'clock in the morning, they're all in bed as long as I can get to there without bumping them out of bed.
Right, and I tell you what I found too. Those same deer that we are hunting are less on edge in the midday than they are early and dark. Early and late.
Well, yeah,
like those bucks are very.
Then too.
It's almost like they know that we're not out there for the most part. We're humans are habitual by nature, and deer got us figured out. Trust me.
Oh, dude, they know when season opens.
Exactly. Yeah. And
they fucking know.
And I have found that those bucks that I have killed midday have came in just lazy. Just sauntering through the woods, not worrying about a dang thing. All of a sudden they hear me go, and they're like, oh, crap. I just screwed up. Yeah. And by that time, the arrow's through them. But it's literally because you know how it is. You're in Iowa. I'm in Ohio. We grew up hunting the soybean, the cornfields and everything. And you'll have a buck come in for a slide, dude, and he is on edge. He's on crack. He's sneaking through, looking for a doe. And then he does one of these numbers. Whoop, What are you doing up there, homie?
Oh, they do the
Look
head,
right at you, 30 feet in the air, bro.
They do the head bob.
What's
Yeah.
up, home?
Yeah. What's up,
So
homie?
you see if they see you moving.
Yeah, and it's hilarious, but we've trained them. You know, they know that death's coming from above. That's why I've always said if I go back to Ohio, I would love to take a ground blind. I mean, it's going to limit your field of vision, of course, but I wonder if it would be a more effective approach.
Nah, dude, I just get 40 feet in the air. Just
You
get,
get
higher.
40?
Just get higher.
Dude, that's scary. You gonna try the saddle stuff, by the way?
I have one.
I do too.
I have one. I
I haven't taken it out of
yet.
the box yet.
God, I'm so used to the lock-ons.
Me too.
Like
do
I,
it.
I mean, I think it's a good idea because like if you can climb the tree, you can sit in a saddle in it. Like that is the only stipulation is can you get up there?
Yeah.
But God, dude, I've so few times. I mean, there's definitely times. Like I say, few times. Like the amount of times that I haven't been able to put a set where I want it to. With even in like the last 5 years, I've been hunting with Courtney, and we do like I'll do a double set. Like I've only had like 1 or 2 spots where I can't hang a double set and be positioned the way that I want
Where
to.
you want to be?
Yeah. I mean, obviously it's
The
different.
saddle
down-
removes all of that
yeah.
barrier.
I mean, it's different down. I don't include hunting like in the hill country to be like the same whitetail hunting that I do in North Texas and Oklahoma and
Right.
the Midwest. Because like up there, I have plenty of hardwoods.
Right.
I have plenty of hickory and birch and shit that I can climb up into. And dude, I haven't not been able to make a set exactly where I want to with 2
Right.
lock-ons, and I can do that at 4:30 in the morning when it's pitch black out without using a flashlight.
right.
As long as I know what the tree is and what direction I have to be facing, like I can hang a stand with my fucking eyes closed.
Right. Right.
Whereas a saddle, I'd be worried about, looping the thing the wrong way and back looping it, not knowing it, and going to lean back and just
Yeah.
down out of the fucking
Yeah.
tree.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of that, I think I read this has been a kind of a really tough year for hunters. I'm sure you guys heard about the kids who got killed in southern Colorado.
yeah, I think they said like
They got struck
the
by lightning.
strike.
That's just crazy. I mean, the luck for that was, thank goodness they were doing something they love to do. And,
It's just sad though.
it's sad.
I mean,
yeah,
it-
young,
that sucks,
23, 24, I think it
Yeah.
was. Those guys died. And I know somebody died last week falling out of a tree stand.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, he died. And I think I read the third one there because somebody was saying that, yeah, man, it's been a tough year for hunters. And another mountain guy I want to say he got struck by lightning. I can't remember, but I know there were 3 fatalities this year, which was a lot for us. We don't get a chance to see a lot of that, and it sucks, because it goes back down to, and I'm guilty of this too. Like I shouldn't say this, but
Get complacent.
well, I don't.
Where-
Do you lock
you're
yourself in?
Yeah. Fuck
don't.
yeah, I do.
I don't.
Dude, safety harness saved my dad's fucking life.
Really.
100%.
So
Like probably more than one. And I mean, I guess I was locked in, but it didn't save my life. Like I just held on to the
Yeah.
tree, but
yeah.
like it 100% saved my dad's life. We had the tree stand where he killed his big 8-pointer with his longbow. He was climbing up into that and like stepped on the stand, and we had these crazy temperature swings. It went from like 50 to like 5 back up to 50 in a course of 2 or 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
And he stepped onto the platform, and the whole tree stand went shoink and just turned 90 degrees. Wow. And he'd like put all his weight on it and completely missed it, and was literally dangling, got swung around back on the sticks, and was kicking the tree stand trying to turn it back straight. And like a 180-inch deer was standing 15 yards from him
Watching.
looking at him, like,
What are you doing over there, dude?
Second time he had got caught with his pants down with that fucking deer.
No kidding.
That's insane.
But,
Yeah,
yeah, dude, it saved his life for sure.
I have actually thought about this. So as I age, I'm 57 now, and for the first time in my life, I struggle with balance. Like I am typically like a monkey, and people watch me, in the elk woods, and I'm the guy that runs down a 50-foot long tree on the ground on top of it, just going down it to
Dude,
bypass.
I've watched you climb a couple tree stands.
Yeah.
You're pretty nimble.
Yeah, now. Dude, we were shooting the other day. I was having those back and forth problems,
Just probably not putting in the work that you used to either.
Yeah.
You haven't worked out. You haven't done all that other stuff.
Well, I'm telling you, the vertigo thing is a reality of aging.
Yeah.
To the point that it made me think if I go back to Ohio, which I plan on doing to hunt, I probably would strap in for the first time in my life.
Bro,
Because
it's like I
of safety.
I mean, obviously there are times when I don't, but like, again, it is complacency because I'll have a tree that's like leaning a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, I can just climb up this without even having to put sticks up, let alone put on my harness.
Right.
So like sometimes there's times where I get a little ways up and I don't, but like I almost every time when I'm hanging a new set, I use a lineman's rope, hanging the sticks and everything. And then once I get all the way up in the tree, I put the safety the safety line that runs from the top all the way to the bottom. That way you can climb up and be hooked in the entire time.
The whole time.
I mean, I do it wrong. I just stay hooked to that the whole time I'm hunting instead of using an actual rope. But I mean, I guess I'd rather not unhook once, but
yeah, that's something I have to revisit because I hate to say it. I lost a monster buck one time because I couldn't do the old inside out because I was strapped in.
Oh yeah.
And it cost me a giant. And I said, I'll never wear that again ever because this was a big deer I'd been hunting for 4 years.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get around to make that inside out shot because of the harness that was from my neck.
You just got to practice it, bro. It's
I
just like
know.
your tree saddle.
You're right.
If you'd be so fucking pissed if you climbed up for the first time and sat in a saddle and hadn't shot your bow out of it.
Yeah.
You'd have no fucking clue. Be like watching you shoot left-handed.
Oh yeah, dude, it would be a joke. That's for sure.
Like that's the first thing I would do is I'd fucking swing around and figure out how to shoot. Like
how to shoot every angle.
Literally every 360 degrees, other than like whatever's directly behind the base of the trunk of the tree. And even then, I'd figure out how to like lean one way or the other.
So here's a crazy thing. In theory, could you shoot straight out from the tree?
Like in a saddle?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would just pivot off to the side.
Okay. I was just curious.
Like if you're a right-handed shooter and you needed, like if I'm sitting facing the tree like this and needed to shoot directly behind you,
yeah.
you would just, as a right-handed shooter, you just swing
pivot
around
all the
to
way
the right
around.
side.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, those saddles are all the rage. I think they're killing tree stand sales right now. I mean, everybody's got one.
Dude, tree stands now are, like, granted, I haven't looked at like new tree stands in a long time, but like, God, they fucking figured them out like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Lone Wolf, I think. That's the one
I use the XOPs, which are a green Lone Wolf.
Yeah.
But they use the exact same like strap
same
system
molds,
and everything.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And the Muddy Pro sticks are fucking gangster.
Yeah.
Still love those things. Hell, I climbed up when I went axis hunting with my dad. The set we should have fucking sat in on our first night and didn't. Dude, it was a old like scrub oak tree. This happened to be like 25 or 30 feet tall, and I can get like 20-ish feet up into it.
Right.
Like it literally zigzagged the entire way up, and I was able to hang sticks in different sections to be able to climb all the way up it without. And like I hung that double set in like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like that's why I won't get away from the lock-ons.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Lock-ons and climbers. I use a lot of climbers in the straight ashes and beech trees, that no limbs on them. So
Last tree stand I went on was in 2011.
Really?
November of 2011. And it was an old rickety
And bro,
green-
you're a big dude.
Yeah, this was in Phoenix City, Alabama.
Oh my God.
In Seal on a pine tree.
I was gonna say you can probably get way
Bro,
the fuck up.
I was
that
on a
tree.
pine tree. I was about 40 feet up.
Oh my God.
And
Those guys over there get way the fuck up in those trees.
And it started getting windy too.
Oh yeah.
And that thing started going.
Getting this ways.
I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, I fly in helicopters and I'm not scared, but this is creeping me out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get down.
Well, yeah, you're a huge human. On
that was
top
the
of
last tree stand I went on, and it was just a fixed green tree stand with like a barrier
Oh yeah,
gate in front.
Yeah, it had the rifle.
You climb in.
the
You
rifle
climb in
arm.
through one side on the bottom. It just had a straight stair going up,
Yep.
ladder going up, and yeah,
That's cool.
Eh,
Yeah.
I don't miss it. You guys can have that.
Well, the blind hunting here in Texas has changed the game for
A lot.
Big time. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, hunt a blind a lot down here.
I got the best blind at the house too.
Yeah, your
The
living room,
house.
your kitchen, your living room.
Yeah, exactly.
Bum.
But no, like actual blinds. We've got all these big pop-up blinds. We've got the blinds that we're manufacturing now
Yeah.
too, out of shipping containers that are permanent hunting blinds.
And dude, those things are They're like miniature houses.
You can make it as comfortable as you want.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember having a customer when I was in Iowa at Shields up there. He had he built like a 12. It was like a 12 by 12 hunting blind that he ran power and water to. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to the blind for the weekend. See you later, honey."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And would literally
And
stay
never
there all
leaves.
weekend and not leave.
Dude, I can
He's
take
like, "It doesn't matter what the wind is. I just, I got all the windows sealed and everything. I just crack open whatever window I need to shoot out
That's
of."
crazy.
I can take one of our blinds now and put solar on it, and you run everything. I could put a little can in the corner, so you got your toilet in there. Everything is self-contained, and then we developed this thing on one of the sides. It's got like a one-way mirror kind of looking thing,
Oh yeah,
where it just looks like grass. It's reflecting what you've got, but you can see out into
you can
it.
see out.
Yeah, and you can just put a little Murphy bed in there, and you're good for the weekend.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
As long as it's got Wi-Fi.
Well, I've heard Africa has blinds like that where it's literally, I think, Wi-Fi, TV,
Oh fuck yeah,
a
dude.
buffet, diner table there.
I can't
while
wait to go
you're
to
hunting.
Africa.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
When are you going?
I don't know.
We need to go. We
Yeah.
need to go see your boy.
Yeah,
Me and another guy were talking about that.
Let's go.
BA. He's like, "Do you really think Jason's getting those prices?" And I'm like, "Dude, I don't know.
yes.
Really,
We need to
gotta
go.
We need to go to Africa.
Go kill a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we need to go.
God, I would do an Africa trip. Like I just don't want to pay. Like if I can't take all the meat home,
Yeah, that's
it's just not as
sucks.
alluring to me. If
That
I'm gonna pay
part.
$5,000 to kill something, I want to be able to eat all of it.
That part is probably the crappiest part of it because I hear the animals are amazing to eat.
Oh, I'm sure, and I bet they taste better than they do
Oh,
like
yeah.
down here.
Yeah, I heard
I
that.
mean, I guess eating corn and protein all day like can't taste that bad. But
I mean, every African animal that I've shot here was pretty tasty.
yeah,
Yeah.
none of them sucked.
no.
None
Kind
of
of
them
spoiled
sucked.
now.
Yeah.
So
We need to go do that though. That
Yeah.
this needs to be a bucket list item because it's to the point now in hunting. Bridger, you remember the days when we were young. You can go to any farmer in Iowa, Ohio,
Knock on the
Missouri,
door. Hey,
Kansas, knock on the door. Hey, yeah.
Hey, I'll mow your hayfield if you let me hunt.
Yeah, we'll help you bale hay. And dude, most of them guys were like, get rid of them damn things. If you need tags, call me. Shoot everyone you can find.
I never forget as a kid, the first farmer I ever knocked on the door for. My dad knew the guy was gonna say yes. I grew up hunting,
But he was
there.
making you.
Yeah, he made me go up and knock, and hello, sir. I was just wondering if it was okay if my dad and I turkey hunted this year. Yeah, kill all them sons of bitches. And every guy was like that. My cousin that I hunted on, he would bitch about the deer eating all his corn. Never mind the fact he was using a New Holland from the 50s.
That's awesome. No, those days, I hate to say it, are probably few and far between us. Everybody's figured out the lease game. Everybody's-
Definitely down here.
And it's a commodity. Hunting is now a commodity game. It
Yeah.
really is.
It's a rich man's game.
It's a rich man's game. And it's, but think about it. We just talked about bass boats being $100-some thousand. You go on a big elk hunt now, there's $15,000 to $20,000. You can go cheaper, don't get me wrong. But if you want to go and try to get lucky.
The opportunity is shrinking because of the way that tag allocation is changing. But the public land, Colorado, Montana, Wyoming shit is still available.
Yeah.
It just takes it. The western states, it seems like to me, as an outsider, I'm not an elk hunter, but to me, what it seems like they're doing is changing to what I grew up watching from a resident, watching non-residents come in. Iowa, ever since I was a kid, was a 4-year draw state. Now it's 6.
6 to 7.
6 to 7 now.
Yeah, all day.
But that's just the way the point system is kind of shaken
Is that the
out.
same way for in-state?
No. In state, you can walk into a Walmart and get your any sex tag for $28.50.
Okay. All right.
They haven't changed that at all.
It's
And
non-resident.
They may have changed tag pricing at some point or another, but residents, it's always been county by count for deer. Anyways, it's always been county allotments for antlerless, and then it's a statewide any sex.
Do
tag.
they play landowner tag game there?
Yeah.
Okay. I was
No,
curious.
you have to use the land for business or at least for agricultural. Because if you own, say you own 500 acres, you wouldn't just automatically get a landowner tag.
Right.
If you cash lease that for crop ground, the guy cash leasing would get the landowner tag, not you.
Not you, right?
So because it's a weird way of doing it. I don't know exactly all the ins and outs. I never owned property up there, but all the guys that I knew had landowner tags, but they all ran like an actual farm.
Right.
They just happened to also deer hunt. So
It's big business, dude. Especially Iowa.
Yeah, dude. I mean, when I left, I'd had my first lease, and I think I paid like $15 an acre.
Yeah.
It was 200. Yeah, it was. It was 200-acre lease, and it was $3,000.
Yeah.
And that was, we thought that was expensive at the time.
Right.
And now it's probably closer to 25, somewhere between 25 and 50, depending on the size and the area.
That's crazy. That's
Oh
crazy.
shit, dude! It's fucking $100 an acre down here.
Yeah.
At least, and
Oh.
that's for like a party hunt
At
situation.
least.
You get like 50 acres of
Yeah.
a 500-acre block.
I was going to say it's a little more than that. Yeah, it's crazy. Texas is expensive to hunt in. I mean, it's awesome because it's a land of opportunity, but it's expensive to hunt in for sure.
So
So
I'm sticking to birds.
yeah, that's what's funny you say that. Jordan, I was talking to my son about duck hunting. That's not going to get good though till it cools off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta get
So
cold.
we'll hit early teal.
Which is
Probably-
going on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And then
are there birds yet?
no.
No.
Let's say we haven't had a good enough cold.
No.
I mean, we're supposed to get a cold front. This
Okay, we'll see.
week.
I
So,
mean,
cold
there-
front.
so there's
Cool
another
front.
example of what we were talking about earlier.
dove, they're destroying dove right now.
Yeah, Dove started moving
Right
a lot
now?
last week.
Yeah.
So we
This
can
last
still
week was
go?
pretty good.
Absolutely.
Dude, we need to go. I have never been dove hunting.
Yeah.
I can't go this weekend because we're going to freaking Mission. But God, I want to go.
We can
dove
do it
hunting.
down there.
I
I
want to go
go
dove
down
hunting
there.
so
That's
bad.
where all the fucking dove are, bro.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna make a phone call.
Make a phone call because we'll stay till Sunday to do that.
I still gotta go pick up a gun that I won.
Oh, you haven't picked that up yet. You suck. This guy wins a gun everywhere we go for these fundraisers.
yeah.
He went to Ducks Unlimited. He said he rolls in and says, "I'm winning the gun tonight." And I'm like, "Whatever, dude." And how many did you win that night? Two?
One.
One? Okay.
And then
I thought you
everything
won
else.
yeah, and you won a bunch of stuff. So, yeah, it's not fair.
Ah,
But I have never been dove hunting. I kind of want to go do that.
yeah.
So if they're still flying,
Oh, they're flying.
everybody told me you got to be there opening week of September. It's not worth it.
No, they should be moving really good down there.
Yeah. Okay. We gotta go hook that up and try that then, because I want to see if it's as hard as everybody says it is.
I'm gonna just.
I'm going to tell you right
I
now.
mean-
If I take a box of shells, it's 25 shots. There's going to be 16 to 20 birds dead.
but the rest of us, you take a
Dude,
box,
I
you'll
mean-
probably kill 4.
There is no.
I mean, I
way.
killed-
I'm going to be
I-
a really unhappy guy if that happens.
When I went last year, I shot my 870 with like the little like my
Yeah.
short Packer barrel on it, and I killed 4 with a box of shells.
4.
Yeah, dude, I never shoot. The only time I
I'm
shoot
an
that
X-wing
gun,
shooter, so I just can't imagine there's not going to be.
the only
15,
time I
16
shoot that
How
gun
long?
is at 20 yards
How
to
long
check
has it
my
been?
turkey spread.
I can still shoot. I mean, that's me and Philip went, and he was like, "Oh, damn." I just cannot believe. That just blows my mind that you weren't mad. No.
That's why I love
I mean, I
bird
was
shooting,
like
'cause you just
sending.
shoot.
I was
Yeah.
sending at some that I
You
knew
were,
like all
like,
I'm
too
doing
far,
is
and you're like,
all
"Oh,
I'm
okay."
doing is just peppering them.
That's for me. I love it because I'll shoot my over and under,
Yeah.
and I like challenging myself. Like how
You got
fast
2
can I
shots, and
reload?
that's it, bro.
Well, and how fast can I reload?
yeah,
Really,
Can I get 4 shots off on the same bird?
bro? That's no. Heck no. You're crazy.
I mean,
see.
you'll be fine. You'll kill probably like somewhere
kill, like,
between
6.
6 and 10 in a box. I bet
I can't.
because
wait
you're
to
gonna
try
get
that.
greedy and be like, I can hit him, and he's fucking 100 yards away,
Yeah, I got this one. I just got to lead them.
flying overhead.
Yeah, we got to go do that though. I got to go try it because I've never been before.
Yeah,
So
we'll figure it out.
it'll be a lot of fun. Well, folks, we kind of went around the horn a little bit. So the next, we got to do work on getting some guests in. I think it's that time of year where everybody's kind of winding down, so we can get some guys come in. And we are in the middle of hunting season, so maybe some of our shows will be more
Hunting.
related
Slash indoor
and then we've got
related.
indoor coming up in about 4 or 5 weeks, at least here in Texas. But everybody will be getting ready for the Lancaster Classic sometime in mid-December because that'll be 6 weeks away.
Well, Rushmore or no
Rushmore Rumble, I forgot about that.
That's back into
the
January
ATA show
now.
in January 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Yeah,
I think it is.
I mean, Iowa Pro-Am should be that last week of December.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So they backed it up into this year.
Yeah, it was in this.
It's always
year,
been
the
around
last,
New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it was always either the very first weekend. A couple times it's been over New Year's.
Yeah.
But I think they moved it maybe the weekend before Christmas 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it's the same weekend this year.
But that's cool though, because dude, you think about archery's getting there. It's to the point there's not a lot of breaks anymore in tournament archery. You can shoot almost year round.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll be talking about all that stuff, but we'll see what we can do to get some guests on, and you get tired of listening to us three ramble about stupid stuff. So
Yeah.
Other than that, man, we appreciate you listening. So far, it's been a cool relaunch. I know we've got a lot of episodes in the bank, so we'll be rolling them out one at a time.
We'll see you guys next time.
All right, take care.
Bye.